Evening, evening, evening. You are here another Tuesday here at another edition of the Black Broadcast Show. With
telling me what to say. This from the brain, from the heart, from the soul, from the street. I'm gonna be from the street. I get that money.
yeah, let's go.
Penso na história que guardo na memória. São muitos céus azuis, muito blues. Penso na distância que andei quando criança pra poder ir trabalhar. Eu já sei remar contra a maré, mas não venha me pedir pra andar de ré, pois é. Eu cresci no gueto, eu cresci com preto. Não é você que vai fazer eu me enganar. Correr contra o vento era o meu passatempo. E o sol que batia ardia. Nem tudo era dureza. Tinha na put this miserable song on repeat, 'cause you seem to forget how much you are hurting me. Do what's right, you say you will, but then you don't. You just don't. You don't care, 'cause you don't take me seriously. What's there to repair if you don't wanna talk to me? You should know your time is up, I'm out, I'm done. So I'm putting you on a lifetime sentence, and you'll no longer feel my presence. So you thought I would let this slip, thought you knew me so much better. You're on a lifetime sentence, so now you never feel my presence. So you thought I would let this slip, thought you knew me so much better. So you thought I would let this slip, thought you knew me so much better. Yeah, yeah. So you thought I would let this slip. No, that's right. Your words don't mean a thing to me. Sleepless night, your love has left us incomplete. Thinking that your promises will fit so loud. No, that's right. So I'm putting you on a lifetime sentence, and you'll no longer feel my presence. So you thought I would let this slip, thought you knew me so much better. You're on a lifetime sentence, so now you never feel my presence. So you thought I would let this slip, thought you knew me so much better. 'Cause I don't. So you thought I would let this slip, thought you knew me so much better. Oh no. So you thought I would let this slip. So I'm putting you on a lifetime sentence, and now you never feel my presence. So you thought I would let this slip, thought you knew me so much better. You're on a lifetime sentence, so now you never feel my presence. Never feel. So you thought I would let this slip, thought you knew me so much better. Thought you knew me so much better.
Hey.
This
Let's
moment,
go.
Yes.
I cannot say what's wrong or right.
No.
It's not hard to fool me,
No.
'cause I'm addicted to the good life.
Yes.
Yeah, lead the way, I follow. No need to say
No.
where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find no matter what. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good night, 'cause I'll find no matter what. Ooh, susceptible now before the moment flies. It's not a problem,
No.
'cause I know what I'm getting into.
Yes.
Yeah, and nothing can stop me,
No.
'cause I'm addicted to what you and I
is going on? Happy Tuesday to everybody that's out here. Peace, peace, peace. I hope everyone had a good weekend, and I hope everyone is striving to be the best version of yourself.
You want to come on with me tonight? It's been a while.
So what is it this time? You just want to be held, or you want the LD?
What you think it is? I want the LD, baby. And then I want to be held. That's all right with you?
You know me. It's my duty. Please that booty.
What is going on? Once again, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Peace to all the YouTube land. Peace out to all the Black Bottom Roscast family. You are here again at another edition of the Black Bottom Roscast. I am your host, Ross Lee. I'm here to bring the real. We're going to do reactions, we're going to fellowship, and we're going to do what needs to be done. You heard me? Before I go any further, I know these last couple of weeks I've been struggle streaming. Just want to make sure that my mic and all my sounds are sounding okay and you guys can hear me. If you are on and you're tuning in, if you can hear me loud and clear, put a 1 in the comments in the chat section so we can do what we need to do. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to the moderator, Miss Getting the and oh shoot. Getting to keeping the ring with Tiffany Hall Lee. Okay, okay. Everything's good. All right, all right, all right. And we are here. We are here again in another edition of the Black Bottom Roscast. Hit them likes on the way in. Now, it don't cost you $1. It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you a penny. It don't cost you 1 red cent. Hit them likes. And if you are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the bell for all future upcoming streams that I do on the live stream. Shout out to everybody's out here. I've been kind of lacking on some things. I got some moderators, Tiffany, she comes in and does what she can, but we do need some more moderators. So if you are interested in being a part of the Black Bottom Roscast, and yeah, I know it's Tuesday and it's hot. Hey, it's gonna cool down tomorrow. So yeah, get them fans, get them air going, stuff like that. Definitely, if you do in fact want to be a moderator, all you have to do is go into the comment section and say you want to be a moderator. If I feel that you are up to the task, I will anoint you as being a moderator. All I ask is for moderators to manage the chat room while we're doing our shows. Make sure no one is going off the cuffs. Make sure no one types in all capital letters. When it's in the texting world, that's like hollering. We are not hollering in the chat. Keep it respectful. If people do in fact need to get timed out, they can get timed out. I won't block you unless you're just being absolutely belligerent, and then yes, I will block you. But I say, I'm only going to say this. We're here to have a good time and fellowship and stuff like that. But don't come into my chat room. Do not come into my chat room doing what, I got something for people that come into the chat room doing the most.
It's time for the percolator. 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 It's time It's time for the percolator. 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 Percolator.
All right, all right, all right. Don't be coming into my chat percolating and have your boy shorts and stuff on, doing all that. Okay. Definitely don't be doing it. All right. All right, all right. Fair use is always in fair use. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are definitely doing things in fair use and getting it together and getting it in order. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing good. Like I said, I hope everybody is striving to be the best version of yourself. Y'all see what's on the title right now. And we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to discuss. It's gonna be a good show. It should be very interesting. And we're gonna definitely have at it in fellowship tonight. But don't be coming to my chat room, twerking. Don't be twerking in my chat room. We will not have that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So definitely we're gonna get some things started. We got a lot to talk about. And yep. We got a lot to talk about. You definitely see the title that's on here. But other than that, how is everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing good. But before I get started, this here live is sponsored by some water. It is sponsored by some Duff, some tea, like my man Big Mike say, some juice, and the word of the game. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are going to get things started. There's been a lot going on in these internet streets. There's been a lot of things that has been just off the cuff and just going buck ass wild. But what we're gonna do here, we're gonna get some things started, and we definitely about to start off this show with my man Anton Daniels and his peoples on his podcast. And let me see how. Yes, they had a lot to discuss. Let me see. The whole food stamp thing's going crazy. People, losing their minds on stuff. A lot of these recipients are not, they ain't digging it. So we definitely gonna talk about it, and we're gonna see what my man Anton Daniels and his people got to say about it. So without
Trump is making some changes. Okay, he's putting some requirements to SNAP. So if you guys have SNAP, some things might change. It might have some work requirements for SNAP, and people are not happy about it. Okay, so that will be our first topic. Watch this video as we have a person that explains why she doesn't like the changes.
So sad that y'all want to see people without so fucking bad. They're doing that little cut to the food stamps and the Medicaid where it hasn't passed the Senate yet, but we know the whole Senate is Republican, so we already know. Let's just hope and pray that somebody in their right mind come to their fucking senses, you feel me? But it's the fact that y'all happy about this shit. Oh, now y'all can get y'all lazy asses up and stop living off our money for free, da-da-da. Y'all think people who receive government assistance don't work? The cost of living don't went up. The food costs don't went up. Daycare don't went up. We out here fucking damn near about to lose our fucking lives trying to hustle and get money to goddamn pay the bills. That's why we need the government assistance. The fuck? Car payments don't went up.
Man, she coming in hot, ain't she? She feeling a kind of way, But why are you so mad? Why is people so mad about the fact that the federal government is trying to do some regulations with this whole government assistance, these food stamps? It'll be a lot of people that get this stuff that don't be needing it. You got people out here that can't get it and need it. You got a lot of people out here that get it and be scamming off of it, don't even really be utilizing all of their food stamps to feed their family and their kids and stuff like that. It's just crazy, but yeah. But let's see what she got to say.
Insurance don't went up, and it's gonna go up some more because tariffs. So where do y'all get? Oh, people who own government assistance are poor, they're lazy, or they don't work. Where do y'all get that from? I think that's a stereotype y'all started because people in the hood or the projects or the trailer parks, Yeah, y'all put that on everybody. No, bitch. Because I'm at work. I'm in school. I'm doing the best I can. I need my food stamps. But if they take it away, I'm going to do what I got to do to make ends meet.
Okay. So should people be upset Trump is kicking them off food stamps or making requirements? What do you guys think?
No, I think as it relates to food stamps and Medicare and Medicaid, I do think there should be requirements on it. I don't think that it should completely go away, but I do think there needs to be a system in place that helps people get up off of it, because I've seen people abuse the system, and their grandmama and great grandmama always been on it, and then it just kind of trickled down. I think is unfortunate, but I also think that there are people who get stuck in cycles of poverty and they never get up out of that. So I think we also need to take that into consideration. But I do think there needs to be more stricter parameters, and or we need to have some type of program for people to infiltrate into, so that they can get up off of that and get better. But the cost of living is high, food is high, and it sucks because the people who actually could use food stamps don't get it, or they get very little.
I actually agree with requirements. Why do we have job requirements? If you don't qualify, you shouldn't get the job. I don't think any and everybody should be getting food stamps. That's not fair. I think people depend too much on food stamps or different government assistance, and then they become complacent, which is definitely not fair. While I'm over here working and slaving, you getting food stamps, right? Where you can be working. Instead, you decided to have 5 kids and want to get a whole bunch of food stamps and live off of that and be lazy. So I definitely agree with the requirements. If we have requirements regarding everything else in society, why not we have more stricter requirements? That's just me. Get a job. Be a greeter. Work at Walmart, McDonald's, right? People complain about all these immigrants taking jobs. How about you take that damn job? Take that job if they want to.
I'm gonna look past the bonnet.
I definitely.
Wait, hold on, Stephanie. You're gonna late. Who's first, Tommy or Jack?
The bonnet.
I'm gonna look past the bonnet, and I'm just gonna say that, give this woman the benefit of the doubt, because 50% of welfare recipients actually do work. So I can see her point, but that's still a large majority of those who don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Like, it is a requirement for you to have some type of income to even receive food stamps for a lot of people. So the idea that everyone that receives SNAP or food stamps aren't working or aren't, making an honest living, that's just simply untrue. I also agree with what Jess said about having like an alternative option. If you want to take it away, if you want to set parameters or restrictions or requirements, then make sure that we are setting them up for that that difference in their life. They've been used to having, the SNAP benefits for so long. If you're just going to take it away, give them an alternative solution so it doesn't cause any tyranny or, craziness where people feel like they don't have any other option.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am with everything as well. I definitely agree with the requirements. Like Jess said, I don't believe that they should just do away with it altogether, but definitely stricter requirements. And, some people I do agree do need it. There was a point where I was on food stamps, but I was also working hard, like she said, and in school as well. But
people are losing their minds because they're talking about how they're doing certain cuts. But how I look at it, it should be on a need basis. Okay, it should be to the point where it's okay. If you're down and out, all right. Elderly people, of course, veterans, of course. But if you're of age to work and you're healthy and you're able to get out here and get a job, even if you do in fact get it, it should be a cutoff point. It really should be a cutoff point regardless, especially for those that can get out here and work. Now, if you're in a situation where you're, unable to work good enough, then fine. Go ahead and, get the government assistance that you need. But if you're out here and you're able to work and you're healthy, to work a full-time job and things of that nature, even if you did need it, it should be for a certain period. And then at that point, then we'll burn that bridge when we get there. But a lot of these ladies are losing their minds, and what's crazy is that it's a lot of the black women that's doing it and going off the cuff with the stuff, but they're not the ones that has the most of government assistance across the board. If you do the numbers, there is other ethnic groups that do in fact have more to lose out of this than a lot of our black people out here in the streets.
But I do believe also you do have to pick it. Either you want to come up or you want to stay in the system. And I realize you cannot do both. So it became a point where I was okay with letting it go. My income became, great enough where I didn't need it anymore. And of course, I feel like we all need it. We all not need it, but we all could use it basically. If everyone was offered the opportunity to receive food stamps, would you?
Of course.
Even with income, definitely.
Who doesn't want some free food?
He said
And
no.
offered you $1,000 in food stamps a month. You ain't taking it.
You wouldn't? Okay.
No, because I don't know how old you are, but when I grew up, it was a stigma that was attached to using food stamps. It was a different mindset back when I came up. And I'm an 80s baby and I grew up in the 90s. And when I grew up, it wasn't a debit card. It was actual real food stamps. It looked like a dollar or it looked like real money, and it came in a booklet. And when a kid would go to the store, he would go to the store and all of that, and he would use it, he would get teased. And so, the glorification of it or making it seem like it's cool, when I was coming up, the whole goal was to not be on food stamps. You didn't want to be the kid that was getting teased in school as a result of being on food stamps. And so, I made up in my mind that my daughter would never, ever, ever be a welfare recipient or ever be in a space to where she could ever say that she got a handout or somebody took care of her that was outside of her father and her mother. And so I have a sense of pride.
I mean, Anton, and that's cool, and kudos to you there, brother. But everybody's not a millionaire. Everybody doesn't make $100,000+ a year, even though it's so many people that get online to be capping, talking about, I got this, I got that. I always looked at it as, well, if you claiming that you have all these things and you constantly got to be braggadocious about it, 9 times out of 10, you probably don't have it. You just capping. But, everybody don't have that luxury. So, like I said, if it's for I'm with the fact that, look, if you need it and it's within reason, okay, you should have it. But if you're just using it just to be abusive of it, hey, it is what it is. I mean, I get you, that he's telling the truth, but like I said, he's a millionaire. He can say that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have the luxuries of that, but I will say that there's a lot of people that out here that is abusing.
I have a sense of dignity within myself to where I'm a victor, not a victim. I'm not a person that needs somebody to give a handout to as far as the federal government. I'm the person that gives the handouts. And so I got a different mindset, and I would never take food stamps and government assistance to help me to be able to feed my daughter. Hell no, I would never do that. So I got a different mindset.
As a man, though, right?
I respect that. I understand that perspective, definitely.
As a man, though, more so though, right, Anton?
No, as a human being.
I had to, but I can't say that because I had to see my mother sacrifice and do it at her, at her own sake, to the point where she got cut off, and I still remember having to go ride with her to go, make something happen with somebody who has some. If you feel what I'm trying to say.
I mean, you don't want to bring your mom into this.
I mean, I ain't trying to necessarily do that, but I'm saying she didn't qualify for it. You feel me? What I'm saying, but she still needed it. Everybody wish they had it. I mean, if they did it, why not? Like you said, I don't really see nothing wrong with it necessarily. I don't say
see a
it's
ton
down.
wrong
I
with
don't,
it.
I'm
I
not
see
gonna
a
say
ton
nothing
wrong
is
with it.
wrong with it. I'm not saying that. Now, I'm not saying it's okay and that's the goal is to receive assistance. Not at all. Not at all.
The
So
only reason y'all taking advantage of it is because it's there,
Yep.
that's it.
Yeah.
which means you wouldn't need it and you would make adjustments if it wasn't.
True.
Which means that we sell ourselves short. We sell ourselves short of what our capabilities are. And a lot of times, let me tell you something, bro. A lot of people, a lot of these women are having children because they know that the system is going to be there to save.
Yep.
facts.
That's why they having so many children out of wedlock. It's people, see, y'all looking at it from one lens. I'm looking at it from the lens of the woman that I've seen act like she didn't have no father in the home or act like her baby daddy wasn't living with her so that she can qualify for more. I'm looking at it from the lens of, I guarantee you that the overwhelming majority of people that's on it is finessing and frauding and lying. And so when I look at it, it's a little bit different because I don't, look, the reason why the government is so bloated, because you got to remember, all of these government agencies, less than 50% of the money that is contributed into the agency goes to the actual recipients, and the other 50, more than 50% goes to administrative costs. The lady that's at the office answering the phone, the one that qualify you for the food stamps, all of the different systems and all of the buildings that house these people in it. We overtax because motherfuckers is taking advantage of a system. And so I don't believe in that. I believe in smaller government. And I also believe that people need to be a little bit more mindful of who they open up their legs to. And this is why I'm so hard on the fact that we keep having children out of wedlock and motherfuckers keep on having kids and y'all celebrating each other. Because the fact of the matter is, all week, I'm that baby's daddy. I'm your kid's daddy without even wanting to be because they overtaxing me to take care of your punk ass kid. And we keep on acting like our parents are so, oh, but my mama needed it. No, your mama shouldn't have had kids.
I do agree to that because a lot of us are getting taxed out their ass because some of that is going towards these government and general assistance avenues and stuff like that. So I can agree to that, because if it was a way that it could dial this down and lower our taxes behind it, then, hey, the people that need this stuff, hey, have at it, man. But it's so overwhelming. The money got to come from somewhere. So where it come from, people that's not really on government assistance.
And they shouldn't have been out here doing dumb shit or having more kids. I can't stand that boomer generation. They had all them fucking kids and they was all getting taken care of by the federal government. Punk ass generation. Had all the opportunity in the world and all of them niggas was crackheads. It was on food stamps. It was dusty. And I ain't just talking about black people. I'm talking about across the board. White people, black people, all of them is dusty. And I can't stand that generation because they fumbled and they fucked shit up. And so, and they trained us, this culture, to think that it's cool to be on government assistance, and it's not. It ain't never been cool to be on government assistance.
So, Anton, did we make it cool or did we humanize it, right? Because you talked about the stigma as it relates to food stamps. For an example, I mean, y'all watch Everybody Hates Chris when the mama, she ended up costing the family more because she didn't want to use the food stamps, even though they needed the food stamps. So
I will say this, though, because, my grandmother, she had actual food stamps, back in the day when they used to give you these different books of the 1, 5, 10s, 20s, 50s, shit like that. I don't think I ever saw one that had hundreds, but definitely there were booklets of these things. And back when I was coming up in the day, it used to look like Monopoly money. And I know back in my days, boy, other people didn't have food stamps and they saw you going to the store, because you always send you to the store, talk about, get this, that, the third, off these food stamps. Boy, some people tease you, behind that. Now it ain't got to the point where it ain't got glorified that, people are on government assistance now. It's kind of wild, Yeah, definitely. You state facts on that. A lot of people are taking advantage of the situation. you know, and it has to have some kind of regulations behind it. But definitely back in them days when we was growing up, boy, you had food stamp, boy, you don't get talked about like 40 going north, like.
We want to make government assistance be a human thing or human service that people may need. So I don't think people like, oh, this is cool to have food stamps, but we're saying that I'm a human too. I struggle. This is a solution to that. So I'm not
suffer,
that.
suffer for the decisions that you made.
I agree.
A lot of
Food
times,
stamps is supposed to.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me tell you who they for. For people that are disabled. They're for people that's on disability. They were originally supposed to be for veterans. Motherfuckers took advantage of it and they finessed the system. That's not nobody's fault that you decided to have too many kids out of wedlock and you couldn't feed your kids. That's your fault. Nobody owes you nothing.
I do feel like
all of this humanization shit, that's bullshit. That's all nonsense.
I do feel like it's a coincidence that this comes after in April where 106,000 Black women lost their jobs. So I just think the timing.
They should have picked different degrees.
The timing is.
They shouldn't have been They shouldn't have went in the liberal arts. They shouldn't have picked African American studies. They shouldn't have picked underwater basket weaving degrees.
So
and I bet you, out of a lot of them, they were sitting up bragging about their jobs, bragging about the money they was making, how they don't need a man, they don't want a man, all this shit, and downing another brother just because he might, work, a mediocre job, might be a garbage man or a mailman, or, might work at a restaurant, might be a server, might be a dishwasher and stuff like that. And a lot of them women, they was clowning men, they were clowning people, and now look at it. This whole DEI shit and went out the window. A lot of these people losing jobs because they got hired strictly because of that. It wasn't the fact that they were skillful at whatever job title that they had. It's just that these in particular companies were making these quotas, and now that's out the window. And now they're doing it to the fact that, hey, if you don't know this job, then you're not getting this job. Everybody, just, going, all left with the shit. But yeah, I know that hit a lot of people hard out here. But, they said they was independent. They said they were strong, don't need nothing but themselves and their money and their job. Now, they got to try to figure it out.
And let's be clear. These are the same hoes that was talking shit about men not going to college. And they got a whole bunch of student loan debt.
So I think that while there are people that abuse the system, I think if we want to call ourselves a great country, we should be able to provide assistance to its citizens who need it. I don't think that if we do so, that somehow enables someone that actually needs the assistance. Like I said, there should be parameters around it. But I think that there are certain people that actually need this assistance. And we can't just say, well, go ahead and just suffer and say that we are of a country of a certain standard and we know we are able to help people that need it, and we just don't. Because why? Because of a few tax dollars. According to stats, I mean, we only pay about 2% in our taxes when it comes to the amount that's allocated towards EBT and food stamps. So it's a very small portion of our income that we're actually affected by it. And I think if I'm able to, it's not causing me any harm in my life. If I'm able to contribute to the livelihood of a woman, because it's more than just people that have children that are on food stamps. There are a lot of single Black women and men who are on food stamps heavily, right? So if my 2% of tax dollars or whatever can go towards helping and assisting someone who doesn't have the life that I have or doesn't have the income that I have, if I can contribute to help, why not? You know what I mean? I think that's part of being a good person, and a good person that does have the ability to help others. I mean, that is Christ-like, right?
Who told you that we only spend 2% of our federal budget?
Oh, I looked it up. It was that
Look up social services. Social
looked up-
services is all the welfare programs.
I looked up. Yeah, it says in 2023, SNAP costs about 119 billion. That's only about 2% of total of federal spending. And it actually says that most of our tax dollars go to military spending, social security, and Medicare. So
You're wrong. You're wrong. Social services.
That's what the
Welfare in general.
20% goes to social services.
That's correct. Welfare programs in 2024, we spent over $1 trillion.
No, I understand. No, I understand.
The total budget.
I understand the umbrella. I'm just saying specifically to EBT.
The total budget for the United States government is a little over $6 trillion. We spent over $1 trillion on welfare.
No, I understand.
We're $37 trillion in debt. We can't afford to keep on supporting people that don't want to be responsible and support themselves.
Okay, so what I'm saying is I understand that there is a 20% welfare umbrella. Under that umbrella, I'm speaking specifically toward food stamps, which is the topic. And that portion of that 20% is 2%, is what I was saying. And then furthermore, I understand what you're saying. Nobody should be giving handouts and expected to do nothing. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people that are actually working, that are actually trying, but maybe it's just a harder life for them. And they're out here alone trying to figure it out. If I'm in a better position and if I'm able to contribute to that hardworking person that's trying, then I think that's okay to do. That's all I'm saying. And I think that it's okay for a government or a country to provide programs for those people that are trying to need help. That's just my
Nope, and I disagree. And the reason why I disagree is because, first of all, I understand that it's a bigger agenda attached to it. And secondly, I also understand that none of this would even be possible. Nobody even cared until women started to actually participate and say that they wanted to be independent. None of this started. None of these programs, none of this federal budget was allocated until y'all started breaking up your homes. When women got the freedom to choose for themselves, all of a sudden, America, which is majority women, are the ones that receive these benefits. And they are the ones that started leveraging the federal government. And this is what incentivized people to have single parent households. This is what tied culturally people that vote liberal to the Democrat Party. This is the whole narrative that came along with the Democrats is for the poor and the Republicans is for the rich, which was a false narrative. And I think that also it would force people to choose better. It would force people to close their legs, and it would remove the entitlement that people feel like they earned, which they didn't, or that they deserve, which they don't. And this never, ever was a thing for men, ever. And it wasn't until women started.
Because I will say, boy, there have been many, many cases where there's been a lot of women that just popping off kid after kid after kid, only on the strength of getting more government assistance. And it's just gotten out of hand. And now they're trying to put a cap on it. Now people are going off and they losing their damn minds, man. It's getting crazy out here in the streets.
Started advocating for themselves through feminism that we started tying ourselves to the federal government. This is all bullshit. This is an agenda, and this is what keeps people poor. Most people don't temporarily get on food stamps. They stay on it until they get kicked off. Most people don't work themselves over. It's people that pass on Section 8 housing to their children. That is not help. That is enabling bad behavior. And so everything needs to be evaluated on a case-by-case basis. And in reality, it wasn't even meant for y'all. Y'all was not even supposed to get this in the first place. Now people feel like it's entitled, or now people feel like, hey, man, listen, we the greatest country, we should be helping. No. People need to take responsibility, and they need to start closing their legs. If you cannot afford to have children, because people that have resources don't just magically end up on food stamps. They figure it out. All of these people.
Hey, shout out to Internet coming to the live stream. Say AFDC Section 8 low income housing was and has been meant to break up the black homes. As it is, has it been for the last 50 years? Yes, it has. It has gotten out of hand. And definitely, and shout out to you for coming in. Hit the like button on the way in. If you are not subscribed, Internet Granny, hit the subscribe and the bell for all upcoming live streams that I do, in fact, do. Like I said, I am looking for more moderators. If anyone that's listening and tuning in is interested in becoming a moderator, all you have to do is comment in the chat. If I feel that you are worthy enough, well, I won't say worthy enough. If I feel that you can, do the task at hand and willing to be a part of the Black Bottom Roscast family, just say you want to be a moderator, and you can be a moderator. I do, in fact, need more moderators. And also, I do have it, whereas, if you do, in fact, want to be a part of the live stream, all you got to do is comment on that. You can actually get on the live stream, and we can all fellowship. All I ask is that you be respectful and to have your camera on. And definitely looking forward to networking with a lot more people on the Black Bottom Roscast. But shout out to you, Internet Granny. Thank you for being a part. And I hope you enjoy the rest of this stream, because we are here and we are live and direct.
People that can't have children are the ones that's having the most children. And then they begging on Instagram and they begging on fucking TikTok, putting their Cash App up and crying, talking about they out on the streets. If y'all so great, if y'all so awesome, why don't y'all figure it out? This is what y'all asked for. Y'all got all of the help in the world. Over 90% of the shelters is for women. Most of the resources is allocated for women. How come y'all can't figure it out? Y'all the most educated, y'all the smartest, y'all mature faster than us. What's wrong with y'all?
Because we're meant to be provided and protected for. So of course the social service.
And why did y'all say y'all wanted to be?
Because we're not. I don't believe that we were truly meant to be out there.
All right. Shout out to Anton Daniels and his crew doing their thing, And yeah, we are back. Hold on. All right, we back. All right, shout out. So what y'all think? Think that it's getting to be running amok? You think that these people are doing the most? You think that the government should cut these programs? Because it is killing a lot of tax pockets. You think that they should keep it the way it is? Because they are making some cuts. And these cuts are going to affect people that are using it the most. But my question is, are they getting cut for the people that actually need the help? Or are people flames of this because some of their shit's about to get cut and they actually been, shitting on the system for so long? It's a good question that needs to be answered. I think it should be regulated to whereas those that really need it can use it, and those that, are taking advantage of it and get that shit cut. There's another part on here that talks about it too. But you got to what he was saying is right, and I'm sure not ashamed to say I was one of them that had kids once. I figured out how to milk the system, but I regret it to this day. No education, nothing, just sitting. And see, and that's the thing. If you need it just for the fact of you're in a bad situation with a bunch of excuses, if you needed it because you was in a bad situation, I mean, that's one thing. But if you're just doing it just to shit on the system and just get over it, there's some people out here, some women that get it, They might get like a nice amount every month. They might sell half of their shit, to get cash so they can have that extra cash, and then do whatever they're gonna do with the rest of the money, but they're taking away from the mouths that they actually feed in their households. I've seen it. Hell, I've actually done it. I'm not ashamed. When I had my little twos and fews years and years ago, when I was in a bad situation, when I needed some extra assistance and stuff like that, I set aside some to cash it in, and the rest I used for food. And I was working. I was working like part time, barely, scraping two nickels together. But yeah, but I definitely was in that, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. All right, we're gonna break this down about what these people have to say about this too. So let's break it down. Surge Fit Bro reviews and reactions. He did something about this, so let's check it out. What he got to say.
What's up, everybody? More great. Back with another video. This will be a longer one. I wasn't thinking about even covering food stamps again, but apparently they keep popping up on my feed, so I'm going to show some more updated ones. I'm probably going to make another one after this because I think I picked up enough clips to make 2 or 3 videos worth. So yeah. So before we get to it, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and please leave a comment.
And that's the sad thing about it, Internet Granny. A lot of people were bred and taught, yeah, just get this much as you can get out the system and stuff like that. But with nothing else, said. Like, it was no, okay, you can sit on this for such amount of time, but you're gonna have to get up and get something. You do not want to sit up and be dependent on this forever. This is not a forever thing. But a lot of women out here have made it to be a career thing for you to be on government assistance. And this is what's getting out of hand. And this is why they're making these changes.
Tell me what you think about this. And share it with anybody who like videos like these. So without further ado, let's get into it. First clip here you see is going to be talking about the federal waiver to restrict food stamps on certain purchases. So let's see. And also I got, I think 7 total clips, something like that.
The Trump administration has just approved a waiver banning the purchase of drinks like soda and energy drinks for people receiving food stamps. Let me explain. On May 19th, Nebraska became the first state to receive a federal waiver to ban sugary drinks for food stamps users. A federal waiver in this case is a special permission granted by the U.S. Department of Agriculture under the Trump administration. They approved a waiver that prohibits the use of food stamps, officially known as SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, to purchase soda and energy drinks. The waiver will go into effect in January 2026 and will impact 150,000 SNAP recipients in the state. SNAP beneficiaries are already prohibited from purchasing certain items, including alcohol, hot prepared foods, non-food items, and tobacco products. With this new waiver, soda and energy drinks are now added to that list. There's been a growing movement to increase restrictions on unhealthy food items, with the goal of promoting a healthier America. Nebraska Governor Jim Pillen expressed the sentiment, stating, "There's absolutely zero reason for taxpayers to be subsidizing purchases of soda and energy drinks." On May 20th, a spokesperson for the USDA announced that similar waivers are being considered in several other states, including Iowa, Arkansas, Indiana, Kansas, West Virginia, Colorado, Idaho, and Utah. In Texas, Senate Bill 379 already passed the state Senate and is awaiting a vote in the House. It seeks to prohibit SNAP purchases of unhealthy foods in general, such as soda, energy drinks, cookies, chips, and packaged candy. Sonny Perdue, the Secretary of Agriculture during Trump's first term, opposed such waivers. He argued, "On what level do we want to become a nanny state of directing how and what people feed their families?" Meanwhile, the current
A lot of these women are getting in their feels because pretty soon there are certain states that's getting ready to do it as of next year, whereas you can't get like sodas, snacks, potato chips, candy, all these fatty foods off of these food stamps now. They're going to make it where you're going to have to get food that you have to cook, all the processed stuff, they about to cut that stuff out. So, and a lot of women was getting in their feelings about that, snapping all on the internet, talking about, well, how you all going to take this away from, me and my family, my kids and stuff like that. Why? Because one is unhealthy. You get $500 of food stamps and half of it you spending on junk food, and then you wonder why a lot of us in our communities is unhealthy and obese and and overweight. That's why. It's crazy. Things gotta deal with that. Sorry, but that's not going to stop them. Yeah, it's not going to stop them. It's definitely not going to stop them. But then you're gonna have to find other ways to get it. You're not just gonna get it off those EBT cards, once they regulate it with, nope, you can't get this off of that. You're gonna have to find another way. It wasn't the fact that they were trying to make them stop it. They were just saying, well, since y'all are abusing that right, they're going to cut it off. And if you still want to get these things, these unhealthy foods and stuff like that, and feed yourself and your children, I mean, that's totally on you. They can't stop that. But they can stop the fact that you're not going to use those funds and that in particular thing to get those things. You're going to have to find another way.
Administration's Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has made combating obesity and chronic disease a central mission. In an op-ed for USA Today, he wrote, "We will encourage taxpayer dollars to go toward wholesome foods. For this reason, we call on all governors to submit waivers to help promote access to these critical sources of nutrition, including waivers that can limit what can be purchased with food stamps." Marion Nessel, a nutritionist at NYU and author of a book on soda bans, told the New York Times, "Some of it reflects on condescending attitudes that poor people don't know what's good for them, and I'm guessing some of it is a cover for efforts to cut SNAP. According to the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, to qualify for SNAP benefits, a household must be at or below 130% of the federal poverty line, equivalent to $2,798 a month, or $33,576 a year for a family of 3. What do you think about the waiver prohibiting SNAP users from purchasing unhealthy foods? Let us know in the comments."
I think it's a good thing. I really think it's a good thing for Robert F. Kennedy, or that's his name, Robert Kennedy, for combating obesity. I remember hearing him saying that he is been trying to combat obesity for years, and that's a good thing because we Americans ain't, bruh, we are fat as hell. More than half the people in the United States are overweight or obese. Over half, or close to it. That is a bad stat to have. Other countries, I think their obesity rate is normally roughly between 15, I think 30%, which is not bad. But here in the States, we are closer to the halfway mark. Halfway mark. I think it's like 45 or something like that. But still, that's a good thing. Plus, people do need to watch what they need to be eating, particularly majority of people that's normally on food stamps tend to be on the overweight or obese side. So yeah, they don't need to be eating cookies, candy, drinking soda, energy drink. They don't need to be drinking none of that. The energy drinks part, they need to be using that energy drink to go exercise, basically. But this is a good thing. To me, that's good. They need to cut down on it. Nebraska's the first to do it. And they mentioned 8 other states that have similar waivers. They're just waiting to get passed. Texas already passed one internally, and they on stage just waiting to get passed through the House. That's a good first step because we need to change this. We got to change this obesity overweight epidemic. Like, seriously.
And then Grant said, I'm 57 and I just got my first job a year ago. And believe me, I didn't cover half of what I used to. But I'm more happier and I feel independent now and feel free. Well, hey, if you feel a little bit better, the fact that you're not lapping off the government and you're doing things, I was taught that if you work hard and you do the best you can to make things happen, you know what I'm saying? You will appreciate things a lot better, when you get things on your own, opposed to always looking for handouts and stuff like that. It just hits different when you can just get it on your own and you're able to, and you still manage to live your life and grow and get better as things and stuff like that. It just hits a little bit different. Some people have that defeatist mentality where they're just stuck in the rut and they don't want to elevate themselves. A lot of people are scared to elevate themselves. That means, oh my God, I gotta get up and work. I gotta get up and grind, man. You know how many times I'd be not wanting to get up to go to work, but I gotta still make it happen because I like to live a certain way. And in order for me to live that way and better, I gotta get up, get out, and get something. You know what I'm saying? There was an old song that said that long time ago by Outkast. Well, you better get up and get out and get something.
I'm a trainer, so it would be a lot helpful if people control what they're eating. You can do as much exercise all you want. You know what controls your weight the most is what you put in your mouth. 80% of your weight change comes from what you put in your mouth. 20%, the other 20% comes from what you do for physical activity. That is the actual ratio. That is done through actual research. So we're gonna move on to the next clip. I think it's a young lady saying something about food stamps for her and her kids, something like that. Hold on.
I just told my mom to tell her. So I just went to the grocery store and I ended up having to pay $50 out of pocket. So I'm telling her, like, I have to call the food stamp people and tell them that they're not giving me enough money. So she asked me how much are they giving me. I said $500. She gonna hang up on me so I didn't give you shit else because you got infant. I'm guess how infant. $500 is not enough. I'm running out of food stamps within 2 weeks of me getting it. $500 is not enough. They have to go up because the cost of food has went up. The cost of groceries has went up. So she's gonna hang up on me like, girl, you know I call you for everything. Don't do that to me like that. They need to give me at least $1,000.
No, they don't need that number you get is more than enough for you and an infant. How you wasting through $500 a SNAP in 2 weeks? What the hell are you buying? With you and the infant?
Well, a lot of people that'll go through that when it's just her and a child, you're buying a lot of bullshit and you eating it like 40 going north. Or, like I said, you might be jagging some of it off. You might be cashing in $200 of it. Now you only got 3. Now you got 300 to work with. You know, some people would like have people, the dollar for dollar thing. Like if I'm gonna let somebody use my card, here's the pen, stuff like that. Go ahead on and give me dollar for dollar, but it got to be this certain amount. A lot of people stopped doing that shit because some motherfuckers that was doing that was getting over on some of these people or taking a whole card and like dipping off on them and shit. So now, yeah, she's sick of it, But hey, she put herself in that situation. But my thing is, some of these people be telling on themselves with some of the stories they be saying on this here thing called TikTok, which was actually supposed to be for kids, but it looked like all the grown-ups and took that motherfucker over and shit. But yeah.
If it $500 is more than enough. More than enough. But yet, what are you wasting it on in 2 weeks? It seems like she's buying more junk food or ready-made. Well, I won't say ready-made, but like the packaging food. She's probably buying that and just wasting it, or she's selling her stamps. Because a lot of single mothers.
I just said that, selling them stamps, boy. Like I said, if it's just you and one child, and didn't she say it was an infant? I'm not sure if she said it was an infant or if it was a little older child. But how you going through $500 in less than a month, and it's just 2 of y'all? And like he said, 9 times out of 10 in that kind of situation, she's selling some of her stamps. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she's short. You know what you're right about that. They sell on the stand. Yeah, it's still, yeah, I'm quite sure it still goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Someone get like $1,000 in food stamps. You probably living in government housing, paying like maybe like couple hundred a month, maybe less than 100. Man, you got 1,000 food stamps, you're gonna sell half of that shit and then use the rest. And then come the 15th, you cry in the river because now you ain't got no money, no to get no more food and shit. You done jagged off the little cash you got, saddling it up, and getting your weaves and your weed, your za, your Hennessy and all this other bullshit. So yeah, it trust me, I didn't see it happen too. If it's still going on, I'm not surprised.
Others who do get food stamps be selling them on the side. So 500 is more than enough for you. You just gotta know how to budget right and buy the right stuff for one. So,
and that's another thing that is fleeing a lot of us in our communities. A lot of us don't know how to properly budget. You don't know how to budget daily. You don't know how to budget weekly. You damn sure don't know how to budget monthly. And there are ways, even if you have bare minimum, whereas you can budget and make it happen for yourself until you get into a better place. But, so many of us living this, I gotta have it now. I gotta stunt. I gotta show out. You know, and I've seen so many videos of women. It's just one woman. I think she got like 8 kids with like 8 different men, and get like $3,000 in fucking food stamps, and be like dancing with her kids online and shit, talking about how she's straight and all this other shit. I mean, it's just ridiculous, and this is why the government and they seeing this shit, and this is why the government like, all right, we see how long this shit go when we start cutting these benefits, and you have to get your punk ass up and get a damn job.
Yeah, I don't blame the sister for hanging up on her. You get more than enough. You get more than enough. And I think I got the next clip is somebody responding to her and say something about, I think she's saying something about people don't know how to shop, something like that. I think that's the case. We finna see.
I have to call the food stamp people and tell them that they're not giving me enough money. At first, I was gonna be like everybody else and be like, "Girl, how the hell can you and a 1-year-old survive in $500 food stamps every week?"
Before we continue, why people gotta get on the camera and they eating something? Why can't you just talk while eating, have stuff in your face? Jeez, come on. Why can't you just make the video while stuff in your face?
White folks don't know how to grocery shop. A lot of people were never taught how to grocery shop. They were never taught how to get their staples. They were never taught how to budget for their seasonings. They were never told how to buy in bulk. A lot of people do not know how to meal plan and grocery shop. So I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna share something with you that's gonna help. I saw in your comments that you shop at Walmart, so let me show you something. And this ain't sponsored because they be ignoring my pitches, but if you went to the grocery section of Walmart, they have a recipe column. And if you go to the recipe section, you'll be able to see all these different breakfast, lunches, and dinners. And when you click on the recipe, it breaks it down for you. You can change the serving amount. It shows you how much it costs per serving. Then it shows you all the ingredients. And you can use EBT on Walmart pickup and delivery. Then you can click add to your cart, puts it all in your cart, as well as it gives you all the directions. And look, it even got the slope. Parents, teach your kids how to grocery shop, how to fill a house with food, how to buy the staples. You can go get big bags of rice, put them in jars, big bags of beans, all of that. We need to teach people how to grocery shop so they don't end up adults blowing through their grocery budget because they don't know how to buy food. People know how to eat and get the things they like, but they don't know how to buy food. So I hope this is able to help you. I didn't want to be like mean or condescending. I want to help you feed that baby and feed yourself. Okay?
I don't think you was being mean and condescending. You was actually trying to help her, but you were stating a true fact. A lot of people don't know how to grocery shop. And that's one reason why that causes the whole overweight obesity epidemic, because people don't know how to shop. People don't know how to get their staples, don't know how to get their veggies, their fruits, and all that. With me personally, I don't normally like to buy fruits. I will buy veggies, but I don't normally buy fruits because I don't really eat fruits like that. I usually just give them in 100% juice. I will get blueberries and strawberries, but other than that, apples, oranges, maybe, if that, they'll probably rot. But anyway, still, yeah, people don't know how to grocery shop. It's becoming like slowly a lost art. If you really call it a lost art. She's, like I said, she's staying fat on that. People don't know how to grocery shop. The parents, the mother particularly don't teach their kids how to grocery shop. I was taught how to grocery shop mostly. Also through trial and error too. But yeah, let's move on to the next. I think this next one is probably going to be the longest clip of this video.
Well, I would say one thing, when my grandma was around and she shopped, yeah, she made things last. Every Sunday she'll cook what she's gonna cook for the household for the week, and that's what you was gonna eat. If you try and eat something else, you on your own making that, because she wasn't about to go into the kitchen cooking it. You better hit that microwave and do whatever. 99-cent store, but they all closed now. They just don't see what's coming. Oh yeah, man, it's a lot. I mean, some of these neighborhoods got food deserts. A lot of these neighborhoods, a lot of businesses is leaving these communities because a lot of our people, and I will say us colors, us black folk, yeah, I said colored, they don't know how to act. They want to come into these stores stealing, fighting all around the store, bringing the property value down, shootings, robbing, all this other shit. And a lot of these businesses, that was in these neighborhoods for so long. They just got tired of it and was like, fuck this shit. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'll go somewhere else. And now the food deserts is coming. And yeah, it's starting to get real out here.
Yo, I think this next one's like 4 minutes long, so I'm trying my best not to pause in the middle of it. Try.
I just finished cooking and I'm going on a mini rant while I do these dishes. Just finished frying my pork chops. My rice is done. So let's do this little bit of this shit while I rinse. So why is it that they're talking about they're gonna take away the on the
What you say, your mama had 16 kids to feed and the daddy and in the house, and it was pure as hell. You spelled it backwards on purpose. Yeah, I'm quite sure it was hell, man. Can you imagine feeding 16 kids, the daddy, and yourself? That's 18 people, man. That's a lot of mouths to feed. But you know, back in them days, it wasn't, you probably didn't really feel it like that. I'm quite sure they stressed enough and did what they had to do, but they still found a way to feed y'all. And today, hell, these people taking too much things for granted. And shit. Let's see what Auntie Ann got to say about all this.
the food you can buy any soda or any sweet shit? Let me say something about that.
Can you
I
talk the
spend
water?
money because there's been many of my son's 13 birthdays that I done took them food stamps and went and either bought him cupcakes in the supermarket.
I'm sorry, the running water is very distracting. It's very distracting.
So ordered him a cake from a bakery. If you know, you know. If you're from the town, it's in New York. I don't know about other cities, but in New York, there's mad bakery. What bakery? That bakery. If you're gonna order my baby cake with birthday with food, so it's not just like oh, birthday with buying fucking soda and cookies and shit like this. Moms that actually use it for that. That's the only reason why I'm like, really? So, like even this year when I sent cupcakes to his school, I went to Stop and Shop and bought him 2 packs of cupcakes for school. 1 chocolate, one vanilla, and I paid him. That's not fair that they're gonna try to take that away.
I think it is fair. It's stop. Food stamps is made for you to get actual food.
Hey, and then Granny, I feel you on that. You said, oh, you felt that you got to eat oatmeal. Now you can't stand it. Hey, look, back in the day, see, this is why these kids are so damn spoiled. They don't know how good they have it now. Right now, kids, they don't want to eat no broccoli. They don't have to eat no broccoli. If kids don't want to eat no greens, a certain kind of chicken or whatever, they can order that shit. Man, back in the day, you ate what was on the goddamn table. Wasn't nothing for being picky for nothing. You can sit there all goddamn night, and if you don't want to eat it, you can eat some sleep. That's how the old heads did it back in the day. It wasn't none of this, oh, well, okay, what do you want? No, this is what's for dinner. But mom, I want something. Well, whatever. This is what for dinner. You said syrup sandwiches was a meal. Hey, look, and I didn't really have to do it, but I was just being like, a snack body. I used to sit up. I know a lot of y'all, I don't know how many of y'all still familiar with the wholesome bread, but man, that used to be the bomb. The wholesome white bread. Either I'll get like 2 pieces and roll it up like it's a Danish and eat that because it was kind of sweet. Or my grandmama used to make hot water cornbread, grape jelly on it, boy, when it was hot and buttery. Oh my god! But yeah, man, syrup sandwich was a thing. Definitely.
Sorry, stop it. Stop wasting your money on sweets, junk food. Food stamps is made for you to get actual legit food that is made to help you get your actual nutrition. there's no nutrition value in cupcakes except for a lot of sugar and a lot of saturated fats. That's all it is. And yes, if you didn't know, when I went to school for this, exercise was my primary thing, nutrition was my second. So I know what the hell I'm talking about. You don't need, I think they should, it is fair. Cut down on stupid, you waste your food stamps on junk food instead of food that you can meal prep. That's the thing. People don't know how to meal prep. Just like the previous lady said, people don't know how to shop. So it is fair. I think they should be restrictive about that. And to me, it's about damn time.
Mothers like me should be like different like that, something like that. Like I buy soda, I buy soda. I buy cookies, but not like that. You know what I mean? I just think, I don't know, that's just my take on it. Because they're trying to mimic anything sweet.
Sorry to pause again. There's a good reason, because like I said, we Americans are fat as hell. I normally don't say the word fat, but I'm sorry, I had to hit the point, bring the point, drive the point home. We are fat as hell. 45% of us are overweight obese. That number jumps up when you go to race demographics, particularly black women. 60% of black women are overweight and obese. And as you see from the videos here, only one was not big. Yeah, you can't really tell because she was sitting in the car, but the other two, yeah, you can tell. So yeah.
That's the only reason I feel away. Crazy. Can't go to the coffee shop and get my baby some cupcakes. They can cook that. That's crazy. I legit know this here. And many other years. Like I said, I'm from the hood. There's not bakeries in the hood that say food.
I can barely hear her.
We can't buy nothing sweet. They ain't trying to take it away from fucking crab legs. Them bitches be hungry.
Well, unfortunately, crab legs is almost like an essential meat, almost. Even though, yeah, you got some that overdo it. But there's nutritional value in crab legs. Protein, you get your omega-3s, your omega-6 from crab legs. And it's not fattening like cupcakes, cookies. Soda can be fattening if you drink too much. Or, in other words, it'll raise your blood sugar if you drink too much. So, yeah, I get what you're saying on that, but at the same time, at least crab is a bit more simple.
Down, Granny, I feel bad for you. Hold on, let's go back to this. What you say? My mother met a man, he was married. He'd go buy shrimp steaks, and we couldn't touch it. He was so mean. He used to get deep trauma with my brothers and sisters. Man, that's kind of messed up. But I got what you were saying, you know, and those are better food things, you know, items that y'all could have ate, you know. I understand that some old school parents, you know, was able to make it do what it do, but you know, having the wrong partner in the household, and he was probably eating it for himself and wasn't even trying to share. And I don't think that's fair, and that ain't right. I wouldn't do that to my kids. You know, my kids eat good. You know, they eat before I eat, and I know it's supposed to be, well, you know, the man's supposed to eat first. Yeah, it's cool, it's cool. You know, I don't really trip about that dynamic of it. You know, that is like, okay, you supposed to eat, and then the kids, and this, that, and the other. It doesn't really matter. If it's time to eat, it's time to eat. A lot of times when my babies eat, hell, I don't even be hungry at that time. I'll wait, you know. But yeah, that's kind of messed up right there. I hope you're doing better.
Essential than cookies, the junk food.
Don't take away the bitch's crab legs. I don't like crab legs. I don't like food at all. I don't like seafood at all. I don't like no type of fish, fried fish, no salmon, no crab, no lobster, no raw fish. I don't like no type of seafood. No.
She's probably allergic. Sorry to pause it again, but she's probably allergic. But that's your prime protein sources right there. Seafood is a prime protein source. And your meats are your prime protein sources. And seafood, on top of protein, like I said already, your essential fats, which is omega-3 and omega-6. So what's her reason why she don't like seafood?
Octopus. The only thing I can tolerate is shrimp. And it has to be fried. It can't be like shrimp scampi because it still gives off that too fishy of a smell to me. And too fishy of a taste, rubbery thing. Like what? My husband went to seafood boiled. I'm gonna call the funny with this video, but I don't care. Y'all trying to think of this shit like that where there's women like me that use it, for dumb shit. Like, you know? So now I can't go buy my baby cupcakes or something.
Cupcakes. I'm sorry, but cupcakes ain't essential. That's junk food. That is not essential. I think I'm gonna be pausing a little too much on her video. I'm sorry, but your argument is not rooted in logic. I'm sorry, it is not rooted in logic. You're just mad because you can't buy your kids cupcakes or junk food or yourself. Which to me, you probably need to lay off of them. You need to lay off the cupcakes, cookies, and all that for a while. But that probably ain't gonna happen.
I mean, up here, but you don't take away the crap from these bitches. Niggas keep their crap, like.
Man, Granny, man, this guy was something else. Okay, I kind of feel bad that you dealt with that. Like I said, I hope all's well. I hate to hear stories like this, But yeah, gambling can be a very addictive thing. Yeah, that's worse than drug abuse and alcohol abuse. That gambling. That gambling can put you in the ringer. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people destroy their lives gambling. Because they were trying to get that come up. But a lot of times, the more you gamble, the more money you lose.
She's hating hard. She's hating hard.
But yeah, that was my little rant. I'm on the last district.
She's hating hard on the one that gets seafood. I'll edit out that last little part if I haven't already. But we're gonna go on to the next clip. I think I got 3 more clips. I think all 3 of them only like a minute long each. So let's skip to them.
SNAP benefits garnished your account because you overpaid them, but now the SNAP benefits is going to be lowered because Donald Trump passed a bill 1 a.m. stating that the SNAP benefits, Medicaid, forms of government assistance are going to be cut off, limited, not funded anymore, and just take everybody's money, but you can't have assistance anymore. Lord Jesus, programs that many Americans need for their lives to go from day to day. It's now about to be summer. Kids are going to be at home, so breakfast is no longer at school. Lunch is no longer at school. And struggling parents now have to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, something for them kids to eat. Medicaid, Medicare, for those that cannot afford insurance, are now going to be cut off or limited to access. On the phone crying because they were discouraged for SNAP benefits. Like what? You could have left the money in the account if the benefits. I'm over it. After Democrats saying no, they're not going to vote. No, they're not going to vote. The orange man decided that he was going to go and bully them into voting. Like what type of? I guess no democracy anymore. Foolishness. This bill, these actions that are happening is just pure foolishness. Y'all, I'm praying for you if you are on any form of government assistance and you are being lowered or being cut off completely. I'm praying for y'all. I really truly am. Because this is ridiculous.
To me, I think it should happen. Because you got too many people that are benefiting off of it. We're relying too much on it. And being too lazy and not working. I can understand there are some people who are struggling, who could use the extra assistance. But if I recall correctly, the bill says it's going to help people who are able-bodied and actually is working will be able to get the assistance. Not the one that's stay home all day, every day, have 5 or 6 kids, getting $4,400 per month, getting cash assistance, Section 8, all that. Yeah, I'm talking about the shit from the previous for Hunger Games video. Yeah, so somebody like that's not taking advantage of the system. To me, I think this was long overdue to be done because you got too many that's being too lazy. But anyway, we got 2 more clips, so let's get to them.
Maybe when people be like, girl, how you get food stamps? I wish I get food stamps. Bitch, you better start lying. Bitch, that lady called me and said, ma'am, I said, yes, ma'am. She'll say, what's your address? I said, ma'am, I don't have no address. I've been homeless.
And see, and bitches like her is the reason why they getting ready to chop this shit. Because she's sitting here online admitting how she's finessing the system. Where there's people out here that really, really need it. It's been situations that I've heard that a person actually wholeheartedly needed this assistance and got turned away. But this fucking bitch can sit up here and say some damn sob ass story and get some assistance behind it. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to. No, it's okay. It ain't nothing wrong. Hey man, you here at the Black Bottom Roscast family, man. We here to fellowship. We here to have a good time, and we here to react to different things that we can talk about and stuff like that. Ain't nothing wrong with it, and that's what's up. That's what's up. As long as you taught your kids to break out of that laziness and to do something better, and none of them are on it, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. So no, ain't nothing wrong, man. If you got something you got to get off your chest, hey, get it off your chest. This the place to do it. You know what I'm saying? But just don't come into my chat. Just don't be getting your booty shorts on twerking in my comment section. That's all. But it's all good, sweetheart. Hey, we ain't none of us born with no silver spoons in our mouths. And if we able to come up off of it and do better, then hey, it is a blessing right there.
For 3, 4, 5 months, I have nothing. My family won't let me stay with them, man. I'm starving. Mom kicked back in a motherfucking 3-bedroom and everything. Living lovely. Bitch, you gonna say, man, what's your job? I don't say, man, they won't hire me anywhere. I don't have no job. I've been putting application after application. It's just like nothing work. Yeah, the lady was on the phone. She said, ma'am, I'm so sorry for all this that you're going through. She said, would you ship your card out? You should have about $1,000 on your card from last month and this month, and your balance and your payment every month is gonna be $300. And bitch, I was like, thank you so much, ma'am. Like, you just don't understand how hungry I've been.
And this bitch sitting here fucking running a fucking scam. But thank you for putting your dumb ass online and shit. I hope you be the first one they cut the fuck off. You fucking punk ass. Let me get off.
Tell y'all something. This was wrong with y'all. I know y'all mama ain't tell y'all. Bitch, you don't gotta tell everybody the motherfucking truth.
I'm sorry, but this is fraud straight up. This is fraud straight up. And how can you show your face online telling people to lie to the government about trying to get all the assistance, all that, and you admitting that you got a job, you got a 3-bedroom apartment and all that on TikTok? Come on now. You just exposing yourself. Stupid. Criminals will be stupid. And to me, if she's actually doing this and she's giving out this advice, she should be locked up with fraud.
Man, lock her ass up. Lock her ass the fuck up. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, man. Hey, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you are not subscribed. Man, you are here at another edition of the Black Bottom Roscast. If you do, in fact, want to be a moderator, I am looking for more moderators that help us and to build the channel. So tell a family, tell a friend, tune on in. If you missed some of my previous lives, man, go on there, look at them in the archives. I've been, it's been a slow grind. I'm trying to get some goals here. I'm trying to get some goals. I'm trying to get a little bit better. I'm struggling, screaming. I'm broke. But
I'm scared of you motherfuckers.
And I ain't scared to ask. Any little bit help. You see what's scrolling on the bottom? My Cash App is open. Any kind of donations towards the channel does help, because everything, every dime, nickel, quarter, and whatever that I do, in fact, get on the live stream will go towards me improving my channel. I want to grow, and I want y'all to grow with me. Oh, hell yeah. My grandma used to grow her own vegetables too. It wasn't like she did a whole lot of them, but she grew her own tomatoes, bell peppers, and stuff like that. But yeah, man. Hell, I need to get back into it. I know, I think like summer or so ago, we was growing corn in the backyard, but we had to get a little bit more versed on what we was doing. I wouldn't mind trying to grow some stuff here, in the near future. But definitely, growing your own vegetables is always a good thing. But how the air is out here, and certain things, certain bugs that's out here more than what it was when we were coming up. You got to be a little bit more mindful of these different bugs like eating up your crop and shit. But yeah, it's always good to and it saves more money. When you grow your own vegetables and stuff like that, it's definitely good and it's healthier.
I'm sorry. You stupid. You stupid. I need a soundboard. I need a soundboard. You stupid. Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's move on to the last clip.
Well. The cat is out the motherfucking bag, y'all. And I'm not even making this video to be petty, so we gonna say that right at the beginning. I'm not making this video to be petty. I'm just saying, for a long time, we was the brunt of this joke. Go back to your ghettos, your food stamps. Get back to your impoverished nation, impoverished areas. You're so poor. This, that, and the other. Your food stamps. We were the brunt of that joke for so long. But since Trump canceled those food stamps, we see the recipients coming out the woodwork, okay? And they do not look like us. I'm not gonna say what they look like. I'm just saying they do not look like us. The majority of people making videos crying, saying, "Oh, I got this amount of kids. How am I gonna feed them? I can't work. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that?" I'm not gonna say it's be petty. I'm just saying, don't tell that joke again, because we're gonna revert right back to this moment when Trump came in and said, no more of this shit here, no more. We're gonna revert back to this time just to see who the recipients were, because we've been trying to tell y'all this.
And that was the end of the video. So I know what she's trying to get. It's got something to do with the color demographics of the nation and who's the biggest.
Yeah, man. You can look it up as far as the different color demographics, as far as doing all that. It's definitely dispariting, But yeah, man, we back. How y'all doing out here? Hope everybody doing good. Like I said, if you do in fact want to be a moderator, all you gotta do is comment in the comment section. I can let you be a moderator, help out with the stream, And oh yeah, like I said, I know y'all saw the title. We talking about the man, the bitter, and the broke. And a lot of modern women is just that. You know what I'm saying? Now we about to get into some shit that I don't normally do. I don't normally react to Kendra G, because she always be in her feelings and shit about shit. But certain situations I gotta talk about and react to. And this one right here, this one was a doozy, and this heifer, she was something else. Definitely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, lovely. Hey, shout out to you. Thank you for coming aboard. Come on in. You are here at the Black Bottom Rodcast. Like I said, if you are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the bell for all upcoming live streams that I do. I'm doing it once a week, every Tuesday at 8:30. Hopefully, down the road, I can probably do more than one a week. But I figured that'd be enough time. It'd be enough content out here in the streets that, you ain't gonna miss too much. And that gives me a little opportunity to catch up on a lot of shit. But, I do plan on real soon doing like short videos, pre-recorded, and I just put it out there in the meantime, in between time. And I'll definitely do that. What you say, Mike? It was eat what was cooked or forever hold. Yeah, straight up. I didn't grow up in that kind of era where I can pick and choose what the hell I want to eat. After my mom already and cooked some shit, it was like either you're gonna eat this or you ain't gonna eat shit. You're gonna starve. You can eat some sleep. You know what I'm saying? But it's another content creator, like I say. Shout out to Carlito Too Cold. We're gonna react to what he did with this whole Kendra G thing. And yeah, man, this the guests that she be having on her live streams, it be something. You know what I'm saying? So hold on, let me pull this up over here. This one should be very interesting. Very childish person that got on her live stream. But like I said, Kendra be hating motherfuckers reacting to her shit, but we don't give a fuck. It's all fair use. If you don't like it, hey, fuck it. Stop copying off other people's platforms, and we won't have shit to talk about. But you bring the ratchet to the ratchet. So of course, a lot of content creators gonna talk about it. I don't as much, but hey, I decided to talk about this one. So here we go.
You know what time it is, Monster Jam.
That's what I normally say. Someone say you're dry coochie. I ain't Carter. She's dry.
Hello.
Hello?
I look crazy.
Why
Can
you want your bonnet on?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
I look crazy.
You look so crazy?
Yes. Hold on.
Oh my God, we're getting a whole we're
Hold
getting
on.
a whole
Yeah. Whole thing. Let me.
So we saw.
Oh shit, here we go. He's about to get started. He pulled out that blonde ass, supernatural ass weed. Like my man Heavy Gant got to say, boy, he be saying it be spirits up under them weeds and them hair hats.
From the beginning to the end.
Hold on, y'all.
Wait a minute. Let me see this blonde hair girl.
I know I'm trying something different.
It's trying.
Hold on, I just caught what Lovey said. Modern men are worse. I never said they wasn't. It's a modern catastrophe going on out here. I can tell you that though. But it ain't, it goes both ways. It's probably how a lot of these modern men and women were raised, who raised them. So we can talk about that too.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your name?
Hey y'all, I'm Destiny.
Destiny, wait.
Hey, Destiny, why are you losing? Why are you in the house losing, Destiny? Huh? Can you answer that?
No.
We're in the house looking like freaking Goldilocks, and we're losing to the freaking max in all caps.
Yes. Okay, Destiny, stop playing with your hair, honey. You're here now.
I know Kevin Samuel said this a while ago, as far as about the ladies that be having these weaves and these lace fronts in their head. Y'all cannot get y'all hand out of y'all head. He called it you guys having like a nervous condition. I don't know what to call it, but it's like every 5 seconds they just gotta just be brushing their hair. Like, what the fuck, man? Is there something on your face? I mean, if it's bothering you, maybe you shouldn't have got it. Probably been better if you just grow your own hair. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a man living in the modern world, just trying to do reaction videos.
Destiny, how old are you?
I'm a follower of yours.
Hello?
Can you hear me? No.
Can I'm trying to think. Yes. Destiny, how old are you?
I'm 27.
And where are you calling me from?
Houston. I'm in Houston. I'm in H-Town.
We do not care.
What's up, Beehive?
H-Town. And what do you do for a living?
Right now I'm in between jobs.
In between jobs.
But I work at a bar.
So you're unemployed?
Yeah, I'm unemployed right now.
You got to be a stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off.
Okay. How you paying your bills?
I hear you. I can hear you.
If you're unemployed, why the hell are we calling Kendra looking for a man? What the freak do I always say? Why are we worried about men with no damn job?
Yes!
Idiot. I'm high, y'all. That's why she keep laughing. For those who probably missed it, she said she's high as hell. And we're in the house losing.
I know it's hard out here. I had to move back in with my mom. I'm looking for a job. I start a new job next month. I gotta wait. Show out of work at.
Okay.
Now let that been a man getting on Kendra G saying, yeah, I'm in between jobs and I gotta live with my mom, and shit like that, man. Y'all be clowning this man. The comment section be gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? But we supposed to give women a pass, and like, yeah, but these are supposed to be the strong, independent, modern women. They don't want a man, don't need a man, but always on, these different sites trying to get a man. And we're gonna try to see what her agenda is right here, because I smell some bumming shit going on. I smell, she about to do some begging, some shit. I don't know. I'm reacting with this just like you. But we gonna see what's going on with this one, because this was an interesting clip that I saw, and I figure I'll put it on the show. What you say now? She done told 3 lies in under a minute. She got a job, and right. First she bartending, and then she ain't got a job, and then she gets I mean, I don't know. But like I said, let's see what she got to say.
So you feel like you're ready to meet a guy during this period?
I think so. Still, yeah.
How you get your hair done if you don't got a job?
Don't nobody know nothing?
Well, I work at a bar right now.
Okay.
And so I did it, yeah.
Okay. Now, listen, you gotta start. Don't cut your head off. So bring the camera up.
Okay. Let me see.
There is some yak. There is a horse that is pissed off, probably cold out in the bush some damn where, because all this shit on top of her head that she can't fucking stop touching. How many times did this motherfucker go? She should have just kept that damn bonnet on. You know what I'm saying? Because goddamn, then she started fucking taking that shit off. Now she can't keep her hands to herself. Like, I mean, what is it? I mean, is that like that must be a thing for y'all ladies to always be like brushing your hair or some shit like that. I think it's like a nervous thing. That's what I think.
Is that better?
No.
Yeah. Okay. And stop moving.
Okay, I'm a little jittery. I'm sorry.
All right. So we got Destiny 27, unemployed at the moment. You have any kids?
I don't have no children.
Okay, I'm gonna challenge you to not touch your hair no more. So get that one last bang, get your bang together. And now, after this is gonna be, I'm gonna see if you can do it. Do not touch your hair no more, okay?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, here we go. All right. So we got Destiny 27, unemployed, no kids. What's your zodiac sign? Girl, I couldn't even finish this thing.
I'm sorry.
Girl, stop playing with your hair.
Okay.
I know you got that one bang, but just move it back so it don't mess your eye up.
Okay, I'm new to the big world. Can't you tell?
Behind your ear.
You say, what Internet Grant say? You say you ain't never wore no weed wigs, fake nails, all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, hey, some people, don't need it. Some people can wear natural and let their hair grow. It is cheaper just to let your hair grow. There are so many women out here because they wear their hair like this. Boy, she take that hat off, boy, it's probably them edges and edged out, a hairline in the back of her neck some damn where, all kind of shit, but hey, can you get your hand out your head? I mean, that shit is like irritating. It's annoying. It's like, watch. Let me see how many times she's gonna.
Okay, hit one of those.
Why not just take it off?
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Why not just take it off? If we would have known you were gonna do this when you pulled it out of the bonnet, would have just told you to leave the damn bonnet on.
Yes.
Cause y'all, I'm not gonna lie, she was pissing me off because she touched it about 1,100 times.
Yes.
God damn, man, I'm just losing. I mean, just losing in every aspect. Losing with the wig in the house, high as hell, losing. Unemployed, losing. No man, losing.
Okay.
Okay, let's try it again. So we got Destiny 27, unemployed, no kids. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini.
Hey, look, this is a fucking joke.
Destiny 27, Gemini, unemployed, no kids. Oh, what city you live in?
Idiot.
I'm in Houston, but I'm from St. Louis.
St. Louis. All right. So wait, where do you live? You live in Houston?
Yeah, I live in Houston, yes.
Okay, Houston. All right. So we got Destiny, Houston, 27, Gemini, unemployed, no kids. What kind of man you looking for, boo?
I want me a provider male.
I want you to get your ass up today, go out and look for a job.
somebody that doesn't mind if I go to work or don't work. But I want a provider man.
So you want to work? So you want a provider that doesn't mind if you work, or so you want a man that? So basically, you don't want to have to work.
Yeah, I want it to be my choice. Yeah.
Oh, that's just. Oh, okay. You're not working right now, so you would like to go from this.
Oh, and I know I'm kind of late, but shout out to Internet Granny. She has subscribed to the Black Bottom Broadcast, and now you are a part of the Black Bottom Broadcast family. So I do appreciate you, Internet Granny, for hitting the subscribe button. We much appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
This into a provider relationship?
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Okay, what if you want to live with him?
Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, we wouldn't have to, but I mean, yeah.
How? So you want to pay? So you want to pay his bills and your bills?
Yeah.
We only care about ourselves. Okay, selfish ass motherfucker. Should mark your ass twice for that.
Okay, so you want him to pay? Okay. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, she wanted them. She want a trick. You know, some simp that's, you know, I mean, because she's not bad looking. I mean, I give her that, you know. We haven't seen the Kendra cam, so we don't know what she looked like, you know, full in the display. But of course, she one of them bobsters, you know, that gets out there, and, you know, simp, you know, get some simp to, you know, pay her way and shit like that. And, you know, somebody will do it. Gentlemen, anybody, you know, y'all want this kind of life?
Assuming you want a committed relationship too, right?
Yes. No open relationships.
No open relationship. So you were looking for a provider that would pay your bills and his bills. So what are you gonna do for him?
Come here, idiot.
God damn, man. How many motherfucking times I got to tell you?
Do you honestly believe this man? What man is going to sign up for this? Only a simp ass loser would take this deal. Sitting around the house just unemployed. Oh, I'm looking for a provider man who's got to pay all my bills. Oh, and plus pay his bills too. Because in all honesty, she don't want to pay no damn bills or nothing. Just want to lay around the house and lose and be high all day. It all makes sense why she's single. She's a fun time idiot. Man, you just don't get it.
What am I gonna do for him?
You gonna
I mean, I'm the prize. So I mean,
Oh shit! Here we go again. Is she the prize? Okay. All right. We already see where this is going.
Hey, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
You're the what? Guys, I'm sorry. You're the what?
So I mean, I'm the prize. So I mean,
you're the.
Come on, baby. I mean, look at you. You ain't even all that fine. You just average.
I'm gonna let it go.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
What would I do for him? Like, what I would do for him?
Okay, so why would a man do this for you? What would be his incentive?
The incentive is her being a whore and doing whore things from the dark side. See, this thing called whoredom comes way back from the galaxy. And if you don't understand, then you are not a whore. But it has certain qualities and properties that are unnatural. All right, let me shut up. Let me stop.
To have someone who is a visionary on the side, someone who can, a companion, someone to talk to, all that stuff, yeah.
What kind of shit is that? You need to borrow a job with your broke ass.
Wow.
Okay, have you ever had this relationship?
No, I haven't had a provider meal yet. No.
You want to know why you ain't never had one? Who the fuck? All right, man sitting up here spending all his money for you on you and ain't getting nothing but the talk. Motherfucker, I can go talk to my homie. No, she didn't say that. Yeah, I would not expect her to say, "I'll cook, clean, make sure you're straight all the way around before you leave." No, she don't know. You think this girl know how to cook, clean, and do things of wifey material quality? Hell the fuck no. She a thought, and then she said she from Houston. It's some things about them Houston women, boy. I didn't heard a lot about them. And you better be careful with them Houston ones, because they out there burning, like. I heard they like red fire truck burning out there. So you gotta be careful with them Houston girls.
No.
Do you have any friends that have men that they just don't work and the guy pays all their bills? And they're uncommitted relationships?
Not right now, no.
Oh, you don't have
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
No, everyone's in school.
Everyone's in school.
Yeah.
Do you know any woman, period, who is in a committed relationship with a guy? He lives in his own home. She lives in her own home, and he pays all the bills?
Well, I know people that live together pays all the bills.
Tell me a story, not your story, a story.
Okay, now that's different. Now that could be different, but that's not what you said. You said
no. I can live with it. I don't have to, but I can. Yeah.
Okay. So people, the women that they pay no bills, they stay at home, and their man pays all the bills.
Yes.
Have they ever given you any advice about their relationships?
No. I mean, kind of, not really. They usually just are very private, so I don't get too much or get to go in too much. But they also have like really supportive parents as well. So,
do they have kids together?
Not yet. No, they're newlyweds.
Oh, they just got married. Okay. So is that your goal? Do you want to get married?
Yes.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breaker is probably just a mama's boy. I'm just having bad luck with that. Or just a guy that has low self-esteem. I dated a guy that got low self-esteem, but he's definitely a provider, Mel.
Oh yeah, definitely them LA girls. They was on that. They own that too. Oh, they probably own it more than them Houston. But you said you had to learn the hard way. I was in California a long time ago. I was in Long Beach. This was my 8th grade, going into my freshman year in high school. Graduation present that I got. And I spent the whole summer in Long Beach, and it was nice out there. It was definitely very memorable from what I can recall. And this is back in the '80s, so I'm telling my age. I'll be 54 in August, so I ain't ashamed to claim it. But it was pretty interesting time out there. I haven't been over the years since. Maybe I should go. I should have just, visited just to be visiting. Yeah, she has low self-esteem. You attract what you do. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You definitely do. But she'll realize it one day. She's 27 now? Wait to see about 30. She's starting to hit that wall. She keep living this time and living this kind of lifestyle. She gonna be complaining and real mad come 30 and later in her life. She better get some gumption about herself. Hell, she doing all this shit. What her mama didn't teach her. So it kind of makes me wonder what kind of mama she got. But 9 times out of 10, it's probably a modern woman that's teaching her the same shit. Get from these men what you can get up out of them, and yeah, get as much as you can. You know how some of these women teaching their daughters out here.
But sometimes it's just he's not up to speed sometimes, because I feel like he has but yeah, that's like the only two,
Ma'am, you have low self-esteem. You're in the house losing with a super blonde ass wig on. Super childish, super entitled loser. Up here talking about, I want a provider man to come swoop
Yeah, and like my man Don Lexi always talks about on the Black Light podcast. And if y'all not familiar with him, check him out too. He does excellent content. He's out here in the Midwest, you know. And for all those that are tuning in, you know, let me know where y'all from. You know, I'm from the Midwest area. A couple of my other peoples, you know, they a little bit from all over. Yeah, definitely tell me where you at. You know, like to know how far we reaching over here at the Black Box. You know, but definitely low self-esteem. It's just tragic. Let's just keep going.
Move my monkey ass off my feet so I can lay in the house and scroll on TikTok and do nothing. Okay, what would make you a great housewife? And then I would just build questions off of her answers. But like I said, Kendra just, okay, so what kind of man you looking for? I mean, just nothing. All these losers want men to be paying every single bill. And the men get nothing. The men don't get anything. They don't even get damn peace. And I'm gonna be honest, she don't look like she know how to cook. Laying in the house, high as hell, losing. Idiot, man.
But yeah, that's like the only two, you know. But I can still work with the low self. Mama's boy thing, I can't do it anymore.
Okay. Should the guy look a certain way?
Hold on. How's she gonna sit up here and talk about a mama's boy? You living at home with your mom. What am I listening to here? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? She talking about she don't want a mama's boy. But you sitting in here on this damn app, on this here Beyonce internet, and you live with your mama with no job or a job, maybe a job. I think I bartend, but I'm in between jobs, and I need a provider male. And the only thing I can offer him is, you know, he can look at me and, yeah, we can talk. Yeah, okay. Look, if you're a whore, just say you're a whore. Just say, hey, I'm just here to try to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a little something strange for some change. You know, I'll drop it like it's hot. You know, I'll bend over and put both my palms on the floor without bending my knees type action. I mean, you know, that's what it is. I mean, just say that shit, man. You know, there's places for it. Places for it.
No, I mean, I just want to be attracted to you, but I can't. I mean, tall, dark, and handsome, that kind of thing.
So sorry. Leave.
You want the tall, dark, and handsome man?
Yeah.
So you want
that would be
tall,
nice.
dark, that would be nice. So with a tall, dark, and handsome man that pays all your bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just, you know, all around the corner.
Is that a reach?
I mean, well, do you know any of these men?
No.
I mean, that aren't mama's boys. They, you know, not really, but I'm looking.
Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
I would like 85K to whatever.
85K and up.
Yeah, and
all right.
I would.
What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
I would like 85K to whatever.
Just take one good look.
I just want to I wish I was able to throw a frisbee at her fucking head, man. She keep touching that goddamn headpiece. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, god damn it. I haven't even counted, but I know it's been well over 40 damn times that she didn't touch that damn head, man. Like, what the fuck?
Look at yourselves in the mirror, because it's a fucking disgrace.
So he has to make 85K to whatever. And you're making jack shit.
Bruh.
Guys, you just can't. You just can't with these losers. I mean, ma'am, you have nothing, and I mean nothing to offer these men. Not nothing but an NUT, ma'am. These men would simply experience you and send you on your way. You're not worth it at all.
Because that's what I got right now, nothing. Reduce the fucking rebels.
Ma'am, they can get much more appealing women that are not sitting in the house losing. You're not doing anything. You're not working on anything. You're just chilling. You're just damn chilling, high as hell, doing nothing. Oh, I don't know these men, but I'm looking. I'm sure looking. Oh, you know what? Maybe I might be able to land one. Let me call Kendra.
All right, Jody, damn.
Stupid ass, man. I can't believe you.
Y'all come get y'all people off this Monster Jam screen.
5K and up.
Yeah. And,
all right, let's do the Kendra Cam, Destiny.
Oh, okay. That means I gotta go around like this.
We gotta see your legs. What are you popping your butt?
But can you see me?
We gotta be able to see your legs. I can just see your butt.
I'm on my phone, so I don't know if you can see me.
Okay. All right.
Can you see me?
We gotta see you.
Gentlemen, anybody? Anybody? Lamont, Elroy, Elmo, Skillet, Poopna, Ray now? Anybody? Y'all want this smoke? Y'all trying to wipe up, be the provider man that she need and longs for so hard and long. Pause. Definitely. If this was reversed and this was a man, y'all be calling him all kind of bums. This is some bummish bullshit behavior. You know what I'm saying? To the utmost, to the 10th power. And then some.
Destiny, all right. Destiny, when was your last relationship?
I had a situationship.
Don't have your head cut off, sweetie.
Failure.
I said I had a relationship like the last half of 2023.
Have you ever had a committed relationship?
God damn, it's so bad. Why is it so bad? This is terrible. Ma'am, I would have just hung up. This is horrible. In the house losing. Maximum pajama clothes on. The only thing we've been in is a situationship, guys. You look like a fun time loser. That's why. Who the hell would take you serious? I mean, you came on like a childish idiot. Gentlemen, what are y'all doing? Y'all signing up? What are y'all doing?
We gotta be able to see your legs. I can just see your butt.
I'm on my phone, so I don't know if you can see me.
Okay. All right.
Can you see me?
We gotta see you. Destiny, all right. Destiny, when was your last relationship?
I had a situationship.
Country, don't have your head cut off, sweetie.
I said I had a relationship like the last half of 2023.
Have you ever had a committed relationship?
Yes, I have.
When was your last committed relationship where you were his girlfriend and he was your boyfriend and you guys both agreed to that?
Probably 2020.
Okay, 4 years ago. Okay. You were younger, what, 23 years old then?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you date a guy with kids?
One.
One.
You got one.
Say again?
I could deal with one kid. You can have one kid.
One kid. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2 months ago.
2 months ago. 2 months ago. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Three flaws. Probably just, working on myself. I don't know.
What does working on yourself? What does that mean? What does that supposed? What does that mean? I get on to the next one. I got work at 11. I got at least some good sleep. Hey, no doubt. Appreciate you. You can always play it on the replay. We got a few more things to go before we wrap it up, but I appreciate you stopping on by. Thank you for being a subscriber. Get your rest, get your rest, get your rest, and have a good night.
Hey, pal. You just blowing from Stupid Town?
Three flaws. Just being more feminine, working on being more feminine. Two. Sorry. Three is a lot. A second
You don't
thing.
think you have 3 flaws to work on?
No, I'm sure I do. I just having a hard time thinking about it right now.
Okay, what tell me?
About 85 to 90% of the women that get on here when she asks that question can never truly answer what their flaws are. Everyone got flaws, man. You can't name 3. This is crazy. This is crazy, but yeah, this is y'all's modern women.
Yeah, I got time for you to figure it out.
Okay, so being more feminine, probably. I'm not sure.
Get a job, maybe, because you don't think you should get a job.
And what the fuck you doing in there, huh?
Yeah, I should. Yeah.
Let me help you out, loser. You're unemployed as freak. You're childish as hell, and you don't get it. You're in the house losing, begging for a freaking savior to come do what? We're on the Monster Jam app looking for who and what. What man in his right mind making all this kind of money is going to come scoop your bum ass up? You're not worth it, loser. You're not doing anything. Guys, I want y'all to know there is a pack of losing women just like her doing the exact same shit. And it's called the Loser Sisterhood Circle of the Loser Traveling Pants. This woman is eternally single and eternally clapped. Last relationship was 4 damn years ago from the time she got up there, but was in a situationship. That was the last thing she was in, and was recently and was clapped 2 months ago from the time she came up here. So what does that tell you? She's a fun time woman, looks like one and sounds like one, moves like one as well, but wants a super serious man to come seriously take care of her and pay all her bills and his bills, buy cars and all these kind of things, travel. And he got to be 6 feet tall, dark, and handsome. Height, vibes, horoscopes, and ding-a-ling with 100K attached.
Yeah, I'm a, you know, it was pretty much the same old thing. I'm not about to keep reacting to that one. It was kind of a whatever with that situation, and yeah, it was kind of, yeah. But what do you think, gentlemen? Is that what y'all want? Y'all want that kind of time? Y'all want that kind of problem? That kind of smoke? Tell me, what's up? What do you want? What you want?
I'm scared of you motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, got a little change, you know, she do something a little strange.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
You know, she'll give you, you know, a little muffin pie, some shit, some sweet berry, blackberry pie, you know, in your eye. Yeah, what my girl Messy Sean at, you know, I love her content. She be doing a lot of different stuff too. And we're gonna do a reaction video to some body cam. And there's some bum shit, you know, female. Why a lot of y'all females that be claiming y'all so independent and y'all got it going on? Why y'all always getting caught up still? What the fuck? I thought y'all was, you know, rich and $100,000 and better, you know. Let's bring it. This shit here was hilarious. What this girl was on.
Ulta Beauty. Come on. Yes, ma'am, I am. Come on, let's go back in.
Go back in inside?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I can make my car. I'm not gonna run, sir.
No, you're not. Okay, come on, go.
Not always. Go to back.
Do you have a loss prevention officer or anything? No.
He's the security
is there anywhere we can do this? Can I bring her back there? Or?
I asked him for an item. You can seal them, so no. Okay. Okay.
Mel, come sit down here, please.
Take this stuff out.
Mel.
I'm taking this stuff out. Oh, okay.
All right.
No problem.
What's that bag?
This I came in here with that. I only use that bag right there. I've been very nice to you. I didn't try to run from you or anything.
What am
I mean, I feel like you can give me a one. This is my first time.
That's not up to me. That's up to me.
I know, but what I'm saying is I pay for all the stuff that I have anyway.
Again, that's up to them. What's your phone?
Hold on. Are you trying to say you're gonna pay? Is that how we do this?
This I came in here with that. I only use that bag right there. I've been very nice to you. I didn't try to run from you or anything.
She was very nice to him. She didn't try to run or anything.
I mean, I feel like you can give me a one. This is my first time.
That's not up to me. That's up to me.
I know, but what I'm saying is I pay for all the stuff that I have anyway.
Again, that's up to them. What's your phone?
Why do most of y'all, when y'all get caught stealing, walking out the establishment, then y'all get to saying, oh, well, I can pay for it. Then why didn't the fuck you do that shit in the first goddamn place? And then you wouldn't be in this situation right now getting ready to go to take your punk ass to jail because you out here stealing.
Sir, he said it's up to you. I don't want to be rude, but I know that I lost my job 2 months ago. And
Oh no. Oh no. I can just pay for it. Don't even worry about it. Just let me go ahead and pay for it. Bitch, why didn't you pay for that to begin with? Now I want to be all these negotiations. I can pay for it. You don't know. It's okay. I got the money. I just lost my job. Girl, then why are you in Ulta? Bueller. If you just lost your job, why are you in Ulta? Child, just like I believe those people with the PPP loans. Gone, girl.
Sir, he said it's up to you. I don't want to be rude, but I know that I lost my job 2 months ago. And I used to come here all the time and spend like my whole paycheck basically. I know I was wrong and I have learned my lesson. Trust me, I would never do this again.
Oh, she's apologizing. She has learned her lesson. Yeah, I know you're a little late, Katie Godfather, but this is not an MSD, and we have defined MSDs, and this ain't it. So y'all gonna stop trying to put people on us that are not us. Ain't no way. Ain't nobody in there. None of these videos that's being presented today are MSDs, child. F these bitches.
Yeah, I would never come back to your store. I would buy every item that I have in my bag, literally.
Girl, I will buy every item I got in my bag. This is amazing. What the fuck? What is going on right now? Gentlemen, this is y'all's fault. Gentlemen, this is y'all's fault. Somebody come SYCBM this woman, Bueller. Someone come and SYCBM this woman because she needs some help. Times is tough, child. Shout out to Mick.
No, she got it. She on her own, man. You know, she's strong, independent black woman, man. Shit. Out here stealing up some shit. Yeah, let her deal with that. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no problems. If I was in the store and I saw that shit happening, I'd just look and just walk past. Like, yep, shouldn't have missed up.
Mixed with another 5, appreciate you. She said, Messy, she will pay when she gets caught. No worries. Exactly. That's it. That's all. All you got to do is just be caught. That's when I'll pay you. Don't worry about it. It's okay. You don't know. It's her frontal lobe, yeah. It is her frontal lobe, I'm sure. Okay. Come on, girl. She lost her job. She used to spend her whole paycheck when she worked in here. Now she lost the job. Now she promises she'll pay and never do it again. Now she learned her lesson now that she got caught. Ain't that nice? At least she apologized.
I would never do this again. I would never come back to your store. I would buy every item that I have in my bag. Literally.
She'll just go to a different Ulta.
Well, you're not coming anywhere because you're trespass.
No, I'm saying I'm not coming back in. No, I'm saying I'm not coming back in.
You're not allowed back in.
I can't hear you, sir. Excuse me, sir. I can hear you.
Those are hers.
Some of that stuff I already had in my purse. No, I'm sitting down, sir. You act like I'm trying to make sure you get what you're
Everything else I cannot confirm minus this call, but these guys.
Minus the what?
Those are all. They should be hers. These are the ones hers.
Okay. Thank you. So yeah, I'm talking. Can I speak with him? Because
no,
I can't speak with him anymore. You just said it's up to him for me to speak.
I'm conducting an investigation.
No, I understand you're conducting an investigation, but I'm talking to him.
Hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share the video if you need to. Tell your family, tell your friends. You are here at the Black Bottom Broadcast. So let's get it where this broke, bitter bum, just got caught. Well, actually, she mad and broke. because she got caught, stealing that oath.
He just told me I can speak with him. He had no problem with that. I just don't want to lose my Section A. I don't want to lose my housing. I have 4 kids. I don't lose my housing.
Okay, so oh, now I got 4 kids. I'm gonna lose my housing. Is it time for the violins already?
You worry about the wrong thing.
No, I'm just trying to speak to him and see if I can buy the items instead. Because it's
I'm trying to see if I can buy the items instead. Wow, isn't that nice of her? Oh, so sweet. Shout out to Cree Cree. I see you, boo. Thank you so much. She said $1,000 worth of ish from Ulta. What was that, like 5 total items? Girl, half damn crazy. She don't want now. She want to think about the 4 kids, but she was amazing. But she wasn't thinking about the 4 kids prior to her going in here and trying to take this. I'm always here. That means you always allegedly probably stealing. Shout out to Wayne Lundy, also known as your excellent sir. Thank you so much, honey. He said, ain't no money in that purse. Just other people's goods that she feels entitled to because Trump is in office. Why not let her have the products? It's free. I agree. Amazing. I agree. I don't even understand why we're not even going ahead and letting her go. I mean, she is a black woman.
Down. We like free stuff. So we came out here and got all this free stuff. But then the car saying, you can't get the free stuff. What? Because the people want to take it. And how y'all going to take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and hit the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are black women. We care about our crown. Why not get back to community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
Just let her have it. Just let her have it. It's okay. You don't know. Shout out to Live from New York in the building. I see you. I appreciate you, boo. He said, I think Klarna This buy now, pay later idea comes from watching body cam. Hold on, y'all.
I don't understand why you're being rude in here. Man, like, what are you being rude for if I'm trying to buy something?
I'm not being rude. You have the right to me, so
I'm asking you.
She said, why are you being rude when all I'm doing is trying to buy? Who is SYCBing this woman up? Bueller. Who is SYCBing this woman up?
Another question. I'm asking, can I speak with him because he has the authority to do it. But he didn't say I can't speak with him. You saying that I can't speak with him, and I'm just trying to save myself a one job because my son is very rude.
Yeah, it's your son.
No, I understand. I was just saying, could I buy it? That's all. Okay. Okay, but everyone makes mistakes. But okay, of course we do. Yeah.
I'm good.
Everybody.
You're the right to me, so I'm answering the question. You understand that? Yes.
I'm listening to what you're saying.
I need you to verbally confirm.
I'm handicapped, so I can't. Like, I'm mentally bipolar.
See, this is why I can't be mental enough to speak.
Y'all, I'm about to shut the shit down already. Okay, this bitch then went from I got kids, I'm gonna lose my Section 8 basically. I'm gonna just go ahead and buy it, even though it's in my thing and I was all the way the fuck outside. Now she got mental issues.
Disorder.
Okay, so you're physically
and schizophrenic.
Okay, so you're saying you're mentally incapable.
She schizophrenic.
Giving me a statement.
I'm not.
Are you or are you not?
I am. I am.
Do you have a card for that? I'm sorry for keeping interrupting. Do you get a card that says I am schizophrenic so that you could present it to people? I'm just asking. I don't know.
What's schizophrenic?
Schizophrenic is when you hear voices. Oh my God, whatever. That.
All right, so do you wish to give me a statement?
No, not really, but I'm giving you a statement for when I can't recall exactly. I want to be
So you're
verbatim.
refusing to give us. You're refusing to give a statement.
You saying that it really don't matter at this point anyway, so yeah.
I'm asking you.
Saying
Are
it
you
at
refusing to
this
give a statement?
point. Okay, sir.
Yes.
I'm just trying to let you know that
May I read you your Miranda warnings and then I can talk to you?
I don't understand them for you to
Okay,
read.
you got to let me read them.
Okay, but I don't understand
All
what
right, you have the right
just
to remain silent and I answer any questions. Do you understand that?
I am slow. Like, you can call my mom. You want to call my mom so she'll be able to translate to me? Because I don't have my full.
Okay, so what part of that don't you understand?
I don't
You have the right
understand.
to remain silent and not answer any
I don't
questions.
understand none of that.
Okay, so you're refusing. You're waiving your
I'm
right.
telling you that I have a disability.
Okay.
So, hey, I try to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Because I don't think too many people on Instagram get caught together and they'll give them a warning. I'm asking you to pay for everything that I got. So if you get there, I learned my lesson from the store. So I don't understand what's going on. Could you call Officer what's calling for me?
No.
Very funny. What are you gonna ask for if you gonna say that?
Like I just said, you want to.
No.
I have one by name and date of birth.
You take it like it though, but
No, I got one for
cool.
you.
As long as you got one. I ain't saying nothing.
It's gonna be like female.
You're not the supervisor. The supervisor supervises a white truck. You're not the supervisor.
Okay.
Trust me.
And what do you need the supervisor for?
Because I need to speak to him. That's why. Bullard. I need to speak to a Bullard. And if I can't speak with Bullard, I need to speak to Ryan. That's what I need to speak with.
Can talk with a female born in 94, same first and last name. She is on Florida inmate for grand theft, Austin Lake, nothing active history of felony theft, 31 criminal mischief, this with 31 LEO, and activity.
You got the right. You've been doing all kinds of stuff.
And I served my time for that 8 years ago. So who cares?
Wow, I'm finding a pattern today, everyone. It seems a criminal is going criminal no matter what. Now, she didn't already, they given her whole dossier. Bitch, you steal. But of course, this time, it's not her fault. She served her time, so she remember her time, even though she's stupid, dyslexic, however she want to say it. The all damn destiny, but she knows that she can pay. Or let me rephrase, she thinks that she can pay and leave. But now all of a sudden she don't understand Miranda rights. Girl, shout out to Aisha with another 10. I appreciate you, boo. She said the lies are spilling out of her mouth like diarrhea. Child, it's like she's done this before. Child, it is like she has been here before. You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. Shout out to Trent, appreciate you. He said, this is pure insanity. Yes, everyone. Welcome to Body Cam Night. Shout out to Tony. He said 95 versus accountability. Child.
You want to do that to me, please?
I don't have a warrant or anything, do I?
No,
They said I have a warrant. No,
You made a thing, not under arrest.
What? As long as you don't break them, because they $700 business.
Oh, but you know that the glasses are $700 or whatever. Shout out to Live from New York. He says she did slow people time. Child, she rode the short bus. And she ain't on no damn short bus. She know what the fuck she's doing. She ain't fooling nobody. Career criminal. 31. Who's responsible for this? Who's marrying her? Bueller? Where's Kofa?
Yeah, man. No, it did not come overnight. It came over $100. Oh, okay. Just don't pass the COVID. Just know.
You need medics on anything?
Yeah, I need medics. I said I need medics.
I need to know for what before
Oh, I'm feeling like I can pass out.
I feel like you can pass out?
No, I can pass out.
Okay, no problem. I'll call once you pass out.
Thank you.
I told you.
No, you ain't gonna let me talk to the man. You talking about
He don't want to talk to you.
He didn't want to talk to me until you started being a little hoe. So you started being a little hoe. Me cut the rate got your ass. Please, I ain't seen that time. Get down with my damn car. You aggy.
Play with your life, man.
Play with my life. You put on your NASCAR motherfucker driver. Okay, I'm claustrophobic.
Claustrophobic.
Whatever you want to. You so smart, sir. You so smart. You should have been a damn you should. I can't say that. My hand's behind my back. Okay, sir. My hands is behind my back. I'm at my lowest point. I ain't saying I want you to put my seatbelt. You said sit back. I'm sitting back. Okay, and I'm sitting back. What you want me to do? Because you're not supposed to be detaining me anyway. The female officer supposed to.
I'm not supposed to be.
Detain me. A female officer supposed to come to search me.
That's not true.
That is true, but all right. I'm on the East Coast. I don't know.
So we're gonna fix
Yeah, and could you call sergeant for me? Because I asked for sergeant. I'm allowed to speak sergeant. You ain't got a man handling me because I ain't man handling you. If I'm telling you to come too small, but you pushing my elbow to the front door.
Unfortunately, I just so happen to be a man, and I am handling you. A man handling you.
Look outside. these damn cusses. I can't even put straight.
Ma'am, I can
This
put,
shit was
I can
look.
put my 2 fingers inside.
But I'm telling you that they're hurting my arm. I ain't even nothing. See, that shit is bruising my
Alright, stop
arm.
moving.
I'm trying to show you it's bruising my arm. You got to find somebody to play with and call the surgeon. I don't know what you got going on. You mad about petty shit, silly shit. You mad about all these homicides y'all got solved. That y'all don't solve. Y'all don't be knowing what be going on around here. Y'all just be doing shit, halfway doing shit. I'm in that mother.
Well, motherfuckers getting attitude when they got caught up still. They want to start talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just old bitch behavior, right? You know, you gonna get mad at him for doing his damn job because you ain't got no damn job. You out here stealing goods out of stores and shit. Wonder why a lot of these stores is moving that certain because of shit like this. They be losing money and shit behind them. Coming into the store doing shit. If they got the money to buy it, or just don't buy it. You know, you had, you know, hard up to get shit. Because I didn't trust motherfuckers to go get you shit to buy shit. Risking, you know, having a record shit or having a record, you know, very home shit. She's gonna be doing it, you know, you'll slap on the wrist. Get out. Do it again. Get out. Do it again. Get out. Do it again. It's gonna come to a time because that will run through the problem.
White Tesla. That's why I tried to turn it over straight, go around the other side. I'm in a white Tesla. Another that's spinning right my weed. But y'all gonna be me. Too stupid.
She got a white Tesla stealing out of daggone Ulta. And then there'll be bitches coming through talking about, you shouldn't talk about black women. They shouldn't be acting like assholes. Shout out to Your Excellence, sir, with another 5. Appreciate you, hun. He says she's not schizo. She's a lobeless klepto, basically. You're being kind, okay? You're being very kind. Shout out to you, boo. Shout out to Draga. Appreciate you, boo. He said, have you seen the Jamaican cop in Atlanta? Nope, send it to me. Shout out to y'all. Don't mean I get to it today, but we will get to it for sure. Appreciate y'all. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
I might as well see. Was it all just makeup products or it's an extra? Mixture? Yeah. Okay. Is it all this stuff right here? Yep. Okay. You know the total came up to. Okay. I love that. And this is, as far as we know, this is everything that you took. Okay. All right. Cool. So everything's recovered. Yep. I'll just get pictures of that stuff that can listed in our report. And then you have footage.
Come on, wait.
This stuff up.
You can't say no stuff about me. That'd be a female officer to touch me.
Okay, man.
Please call female officer. Yeah, call female officer, please. You're not gonna search. You're not gonna take. You told me I'm gonna take off my clothes. Like,
nobody said
you said take off your stuff.
Yeah, don't you have jewelry on?
Yeah, but you said take off your.
Don't you have jewelry on?
My earrings ringing. I just told you it's not what you call.
Okay, you cannot have any loose articles on you.
Right.
Don't worry about
This be the shit they be doing to try to get some kind of case. You know, like I said, it's broken. It ain't, you know, they don't have to have it. If there's not a female officer available, that male officer can't search her. But she goes all on the hell and shit.
Don't worry about it.
Guess what? I ain't killed nobody, so I will be out clear as day.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you trying to hurt a female. You must think I know females in your life.
My family don't steal, sweetheart.
And I don't either. But I ain't gonna, but like I said, I will pay for it. So they ain't stealing because I got the money to pay for it. Stealing is when you don't have the money.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Okay.
Oh my God. Stealing is when you don't have the money to pay for it. She's not stealing because amazing. Because she has the money to pay for it, even though she didn't pay for it. Lord help your people. Lord help your people. But this is racism. I have no doubt that this is racism. Shout out to B. Tisdale. I see you, boo. He said white Tesla while being on Section 8 is diabolical. Child, this is so stupid. Shout out to you, boo. I appreciate you. Just typical, same old dumbass black woman bullshit. I said that. I meant that.
Yeah, I'm trying to prove my point. That's all I'm trying to prove my point.
Okay.
Bro, you roll my window because I'm not trying to argue with you, sir.
No, you're not gonna make me. You're not gonna run me. No.
I'm not trying to run you.
You asked me to roll it down, so it's gonna stay rolled down.
Okay,
all right. You said you was claustrophobic, so now your window gonna stay down with the AC on.
Okay.
So you don't think I'm torturing you?
You you are searching.
Okay.
I'm
All right,
asking
you want
Because the cop is black, so that's probably why she's acting like this, more so than not.
stuff from me, and I need stuff from you.
Okay.
Right now, I do not readily have a female available, but I need to get these items off of you so I can get you out of here.
My earring though.
Okay.
Well, can I put it in my car so I don't steal it?
Where's your car? I'd rather go with
God, can I put this in the car so nobody steals? I'm about to shut this shit down. I am about to shut this shit down.
It's safe, so nobody is still a thief. You know what? Maybe the biggest thieves that be worried about other motherfuckers taking their shit. And got the black calling the kettle black. The black calling the kettle hot, rather. Yeah, I said it wrong. That's the black calling.
Down. The fucking thief is worried about somebody stealing from. Haven't I said this, y'all? Haven't I said this 1,000 millions of times? These people don't give a fuck until it's them. Then all of a sudden the rules the fuck apply. But for somebody else, it don't fucking matter at all. Just let me go. Just let me pay for it. I got kids. I'm stupid. I'm a brat. You don't know. My frontal lobe. This, that, and the third. Oh no, don't let nobody steal nothing from me.
We can keep track of it. I can't speak for it if it's left in your car.
Yeah, but this is a necklace. The necklace is $10,000. I don't want to do that.
That's why we're gonna take care of it.
I don't understand why I just can't pay for the stuff.
That's not up to me. I told you that. That's up to the store. And they decided that they were gonna prosecute. That's not up to me.
You wasn't even letting it be up to you once he said, okay, it can't start.
1 second.
My necklace.
Can I have this on?
Okay, could you take it to my son then? Could you take it to my son? Wait, let me do it. Let me do it, because I want you to pop my necklace. My necklace is very popular.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, because it's the way you gotta take it off. No, let me do it. 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 I got it. Because this can't be replaced.
All this bitch care about. Stop. This is very popular. I need to take it off here. It's very bitch. Probably stole that. The fuck?
And here's the ring. It ain't gonna come out. Ow! What the? It ain't gonna come out. Don't take my. Yeah, just let the gun come. You take it out when they put the oil on there. Ain't nothing else on
You
there.
gotta take the bracelet. Yes,
Oh, let me go.
And what keeps ringing on you?
It's the, they calling my phone from my car, and my car ain't gonna keep doing it. It's an iPad thing. It's in my shoes. It's gonna vibrate over your back. Yes, it is. I got it in my shoes, so that way, pull this thing up. If you pull the back of this up, you gonna see it. You gonna see it. You pull the back of this up. So yeah,
Where is it?
I don't got it. You cannot touch me. Officer cannot touch me now. I'm gonna sue you guys, and I'm gonna make sure I come on.
Of course.
I need something. Yes, it's inside my private part. Yeah, that's what it says. It's inside my private part, and you cannot touch my private part. Because if you touch my private part, y'all gonna get
Is it
sued.
inside of there?
It's in my drawers. It's in my drawers.
Okay, so I have to warn you that introduction of contraband to a secure facility.
Call the female officer so she can dig in my
I
drawers.
just told you I do not have one.
Well, that ain't gonna do with me, because I can't go in because you don't got no female officer to check me. You ain't finna stick your hands in my
I
pants.
didn't ask you that.
Okay, so I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell
All
you.
right, no problem.
Thank you.
And it's inside of your
Pants.
inside of your pants or inside
My
of your
drawers. My drawers with my pants.
And what is
I got on board shorts, and I got it in the middle of my crouch. I always put it in the middle of my crouch. So yeah, that's what it said.
Is that a phone?
No, it's not a phone. It's Apple Watch. The new Apple Watch that just came out, the black ones.
She has some type of device on her. I believe it may be in her pants area. She said it's in her crotch area. Obviously, I took all the other loose items she has on her. Can you just try to get that out of her?
Hello. Hi. How are you? Good. What do you got on you? I got shit on me. Sure. You can pull it. The bottom right here. Is that your shoe? That's my Apple Watch. You have it on? Yeah. Huh? I don't have it on me. Oh, okay. So loud. Yeah, I know it is. She says a pound.
What's that ring?
It's her Apple Watch.
That's what I'm saying. It's not on her wrist.
Oh.
That's on her.
Where's your Apple Watch at? My Apple Watch. That's what's ringing. My Apple Watch. No, but what is it? My Apple Watch is connected to my tag thing. You know how you find your devices and stuff? Yeah.
She asked you where is it?
Shut up! Damn, shut up! I can't even talk. Man, I'm not talking to him no more because he is too rude. He's been rude since day one. I'm telling him my son is over there, and he don't want to let me buy stuff from his stuff. He want to take him out of the jail so bad. I don't got time for him. Yeah, I'd rather get in the car with you and talk to you. If I can't get in the car and talk with you, I don't want to be dealt with him. This man is rude. I don't got.
See, this is why I can't be a cop, because you mouthing off all fucking willy nilly like that, bitch. You got that motherfucking wig slapped off your ass. Now I understand. I know I'm not supposed to promote violence and shit like that, but bitch, you sitting here stealing. He doing his job. You didn't do your job too good because you got caught, dumbass. And now he can't do this, he can't do that. You just trying to give a hard time so you can try to scream, oh, he sexually assaulted me. Nobody wants your thieving ass, man. There's two things a motherfucker shouldn't like: a thief and a perpetual liar. And she both of them. And just broke mom.
I don't got time for that.
So where is your Apple Watch?
My son is across the street.
Okay.
And over here to get a couple items and to go back and pick my son up. Only thing I asked this guy for from day one. At first, the dude in there, the altar dude in there that's, I guess, in the room or whatever he calls himself, at first, that man was fine with it. Like, me paying for the stuff and going on about my business. He don't want me, he want me to be arrested instead of paying for the shit. You get what I'm saying? And my son is across the street, meaning DC up on to get my son.
Where is this noise coming from?
It's an iTag. iTag in my shoe. All my shoes is iTag. You know, see on TikTok?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, all my shoes are iTag. Even my own Jordans. I take the tone out of it and
Taking life advice from TikTok as usual. That's what I'm hearing. Shout out to Hiram. Appreciate you. He said, it's for free. Who hitting this? I don't know. Bueller, who? Bueller? Anybody? It's YCBM. Where is Kofa? Shout out to TQS. Appreciate you. Where is the shut up biatch button?
Shut up, bitch.
There it is. There's that, and
girl, what the fuck?
Basically.
So the tag is in your shoe?
You can't see it.
What do you mean?
All my those shoes right there. All my shoes like that. All my shoes like that. My Jordans like that. My Nikes like that. My New Balance like. You go buy the tag. You're gonna have them remove your insert, the bottom of your shoe or the inside of your shoe, depending on where you want it, and they're gonna insert it inside your shoe. So you can always find your shoes, you can always find your devices. Yeah, Google it. TikTok.
But it's heavier than the other one.
Ain't no damn air tag in that shoe. It's inside of her clothes.
I mean, I don't want to buy him. I don't feel safe riding him. I asked him for 2 supervisors, and he have yet to give me any supervisor that I asked for, and that's illegal for you to do. If I'm asking for higher authority, that means I'm on higher authority. I need a supervisor now.
Well, you need the supervisor for. He just gonna tell you the same shit that that officer and the other officer telling you your punk ass going to jail. What? You know, a lot of times when people are asking for the supervisors because the Russian officer is going over and beyond what they're supposed to be doing in their arrest, they feel like they're getting overly aggressive or abusive, with their language and shit like that, then that's when they call a supervisor. Or if they felt that they've been wrongly, stopped or detained, then, they can ask the supervisor. These bitches ask for the supervisor for some of the littlest and most pettiest and dumbest shit because your ass got caught stealing. The fuck?
Now, we're getting tired of him. He really working my patience.
Is it the Lord, the higher authority, girl?
Yeah, that's seriously working my patience because I don't care nothing about nothing. Only thing I care about is my son.
She was stealing. Yeah, you really care about your son, ma'am.
You can't. No, I'm gonna get her the phone. You better not reach between my motherfucking legs. I ain't gonna argue with you. I don't care. I'm not telling my need to tell him. I got another phone. You ain't gonna do shit about it. Mad ass. Y'all get bullied in school. That's why y'all be trying to get
I'm not doing anything for you. I've already contacted the supervisor. They said they would be on the way to speak to you. I've already called medics for you. I've already been more. It's on. Yeah, it's on. Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for grabbing between my legs. Man, could you put my handcuffs in the front because I am pregnant and then I can't even hold it on.
Handcuffs in the front.
I'm pregnant, so technically they're supposed to be in the front. I said I need you to come to the outlet.
Now she pregnant. What the fuck is that got to do with you being arrested and sitting in the back of a squad car? Now you're pregnant. Gentlemen. Be mindful how you waste y'all seeds, man, with some of these scalawags. This is somebody boo, somebody wifey, somebody young lady. This kind of bitches y'all like. Styling and profiling. Want $10,000 necklaces on their neck, but out here stealing out of fucking department store because they ain't got no damn job, but want to look rich. See, this is what's fucked up about us black folks. We look rich and be broke as shit. Spend all your money just to look a certain kind of way and can't even fucking pay your bills. So buy simple shit in the damn store without getting fucking arrested. Dumbass.
At West Palm Beach outlet. My car here is at the outlet. I need you to pick King up. I need you to take King to my people, but I need you to get my car because I know that your car is not going to make it to my people. You know what I'm saying? I already got gas. I already got everything. I let my auntie know that I'm in jail, but I'm gonna bum myself out. So let her know that I already got my car information because I don't want my baby to go to DC. Come to the outlet. I know what you're saying. It's gonna be sent out here for you to do it. I just need you. That place closed at 5:30. I just need you to make it before 5:30. I really, really need you to come get my car so you'll be able to make it. So you'll be able to make it to where you're going with him, because I know that your car is not gonna make it. I'm at the outlet.
You want me to put your property?
Put my property.
All of your jewelry inside of there.
In the
All
trunk.
right, along with your purse.
Along with my purse.
All right.
I
And
just
you want
put
me
my
to leave the key in the car?
Correct. You're gonna put my purse in the trunk with all my stuff, and then people be looking at people window.
Okay.
And then my car keys inside the car.
Okay. Okay.
The woman was charged with grand theft. The total value of the stolen merchandise was $978. Share your thoughts.
Bum. Just a bum. A bum. I hear still shit. Anyway. We're gonna talk about this whole Zion Williams shit. You know, how y'all doing out there? I know it's getting kind of late. And for those that's catching later on the replay, you can always do that. Go back to what we're doing. I hope everybody's doing good. How's everybody feeling? You are here at the Black Bottom Rodcast. I'm your host, Ross Lee. If you are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the bell. Hit the like button on the way in. Don't cost you a dime. My Cash App is open. I'm trying to improve more things on my channel. And the more you can help and donate to the channel, the better that I can make this experience a lot better. I want to eventually work on the soundboard. Also, any $20 or more Cash App become the show sponsor. So with that being said, we're gonna break down this whole Zion Williams you did. And I guess 50 million is like the new come up retirement fund, for a lot of these bums. This is no bumming that shit. He got a lot of heat going on for what he's been doing with some of his exes and shit like that, and what he does as a young, immature, rich boy, But yeah, man, Zion, he's slipping down a slippery slope. I think it's my man, Street Media TV.
Zion Williamson was drafted in the 2019 draft, the first pick. He was supposed to be the guy. He was supposed to be the guy to come into the NBA and take LeBron James' place. He was going to be crowned the new king. And when he came in, he had a problem with making weight. He was a very young man, spent 1 year at Duke, was very immature. When he came in, we saw that, he would be out for half seasons because he would always be injured because he played too heavy. He was a real big guy that was supremely athletic, but he weighed so much, right? And we knew that he would have a lot of injuries. But he also had a problem with dealing with these porn stars and dealing with these cheek clappers, right? And they would get him in trouble whenever he wanted to break up with them. We saw girls outside fighting over him, situations with his baby mom. We saw the situation with Mariah Mills and the porn star. She said that she was going to ruin and destroy his career. But then there's another one. There's a woman that he was allegedly supposed to be dating since he was at Duke and was dealing with this woman for 5 years. And she's alleging that he was abusing her. He was punching her in the head. He was doing all kinds of stuff. He was assaulting her, taking her against her will. And she wants the bag. She wants a lot of money, right? She stayed in the shadows. She's a Jane Doe. We don't know who she is, right? So she gets to stay in the shadows, be a Jane Doe. But since she's done this, Mariah Mills, she's peeked her head out of the sewer hole again, right? And she's saying, he did the same thing to me. Hey, I want a bag also, right? So she took to social media with this fake cry, and she went to social media and she said this.
Everybody deserves a chance to be heard, and I hope me and any of the other victims, I just hope we all get justice. And the amount of bashing, humiliation, slander, and threats that I've been receiving these last 3 years have been a lot. And
what bashing? First off, she on this fucking app, fake crying and shit, not a tear in sight. But yet we supposed to believe that this man abused you when just last year you was trying to throw him up under the bus and put him on blast because I guess you got mad because the girl that just recently had his last child was pregnant and was parading all around, the internet with that. And I guess you was trying to get him caught up and he didn't catch you up, but, and you was all online, trying to, talk shit to him, shit like that, to the point where they had one of your pages like knocked off and all this other shit. Now, because some mystery woman by the name of Jane Doe is trying to sue him for like 50 million, I guess. Now here you come trying to get the same thing. I guess 50 million is the new retirement plan for some of you broke bitches out here, to get, going. And even if you were to get 50 million, type of person you are, you probably jag that shit off in 5 years.
It's causing me a lot of stress, emotional distress, and I just hope we all can come to justice and this all can be resolved and nobody has to relive all these things ever again.
So we're hearing reports that she's looking to get Tony Busby to defend her, right? And we know Tony Busby, he's the guy that comes in. He likes to go with open and shut cases. They'll go and put the accusations out there to a very rich guy athlete, and they know that this guy, this type of press is bad press. The corporations, all their incentives, everybody want to pull out, right? Their sponsorships, everybody's going to pull out, and they're going to lose millions of dollars. So what they try to do is make it all go away. So they'll tell Tony Busby, hey, we'll give you $10 million, we'll give you $5 million, and he's going to get 30 to 40% of that. So he gets his cut, she gets her cut, and everybody goes away happy. So that's the way that they like to do it, right? And this has become, these type of scams have become very lucrative, right? For these lawyers and these women that can come on here and fake cry and
it's the broke bitch scam, because it's still in some instances believe all women. A la Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion, a la Bill Cosby, a la Diddy with all the shit he's going through, a la Shannon Sharp. I mean, goddamn, brothers, when we gonna get a win out here, man? We losing, bro. Because especially y'all with money, y'all gotta stop fucking with these bitches. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta stop fucking with these bitches. Y'all get a little status, get a little money, you're out and about and shit. And the only thing these women doing is just preying off y'all. It's very, very, very hard to find a woman that likes you for you, especially if you're rich. It's very hard. I respect the ones that had they lady in their life for a number of years, even when they was broke, and then when he came up, still there. I respect, those kind of dynamics. This shit, brothers, y'all gotta be more mindful of the women that y'all entertain, man. I know in some cases, you probably kind of motherfucker that didn't get a lot of women coming up, or you was poor, broke, gangbanging and shit. But now that you got some money now, all these fuckers, this bitch is a porn star. Okay, she sells sex, all right? And you want me to believe, and you want us to believe that this man, this younger man, because you're older than him, you're like in your mid fucking 30s. Why are you even fucking with a young 20-year-old cat anyway? But we do it with a younger woman. We're grooming, we pedos, but y'all doing it too, and there's no backlash behind it, and this shit's fucking ridiculous. But we gotta put a stop to it, brothers. Y'all gotta be more smart.
And accuse these black men of things that we know they didn't do, right? But they know that a lot of these guys are paid to make it go away, right? But DJ Academics, he also saw this, and he went to social media and he said this.
Did y'all see this? Apparently, Zion Williamson. TMZ is now reporting that a woman, her name is going to be anonymous because she's going by Jane Doe, has filed a lawsuit against Zion Williamson. She's claimed to be one of his exes, and she has filed a lawsuit against the NBA star, claiming he raped her, kidnapped her, and terrorized her on multiple occasions throughout their years-long relationship. According to the suit, the violent incident took place September 23rd, 2020, after the woman had gone to Williams' Beverly Hills home. The accuser said she supposedly was tired and was trying to go to sleep, but he called her a stuck-up bitch and that she couldn't go to sleep without having sex with him. Williamson then pinned her down on the bed, sexually assaulted her. Afterwards, the lawsuit state took her phone, threw it, and then choked and screamed at her for talking too much. The woman alleges Williamson emitted an odor of alcohol during the encounter. And days later, on October 10, 2020, the accuser alleges Williamson raped her again after he got angry that she wanted to leave to visit friends in San Diego. According to the suit, Williamson then took her phone and laptop, preventing her from getting medical care. These two incidents were not isolated. According to the lawsuit, Williamson continued to abuse, rape, assault, and batter the plaintiff in California and other states, including Louisiana, Texas, until the relationship ended in 2023. The lawsuit states Williamson strangled the woman with such force that she feared for her life and eventually lost consciousness multiple times between 2020 and 2023. The woman also alleges that Williamson threatened to have a security guard shoot her in the head multiple times. She alleges Williamson threatened to have his security kill her parents as well. And during one 2022 incident in Louisiana, the lawsuit states Williamson pointed a loaded firearm at the woman's head, causing her to reasonably fear for her life. Your Fruit Jams in the chat. What up?
Okay, now if he did all this, where's the police records? Why wasn't he arrested? Why are we just hearing about all this stuff now? Yada, yada, yada. I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, think what I said, women be so quick to say, oh, he physically and mentally abused me and put hands on me and brandish weapons on me and shit like that. Motherfucker wasn't even arrested. Okay, just like the story of that one cat that was the rookie wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs that had a fiance press fake charges on him. I forget his name, but he's a rookie. Just played this past season, did pretty good, and come to find out the bitch was a thot, doing all kind of shit, destroyed property of his, shit like that. I need to try to follow that up and figure. I forget his name. I'm gonna look it up to see what's the status of that, because she lied, had the man locked up. All come to find out, he never even did shit. She was the one that was being aggressive. Pulled the man's locks out where he had to cut his fucking hair off and shit. It's crazy, man. Y'all bitches love to lie. But this is a broke bitch behavior. I'm talking about. Motherfuckers mad, bitter, and broke. All in that order.
So this alleged Jane Doe is alleging that he assaulted her in multiple states. He used a firearm. He would come in and he would reek of alcohol and he would assault her and abuse her until the relationship ended in 2023. And I'm telling you, young guys out there, man, with a bag, this is the time now, the era where women can just throw these accusations. Nothing's going to happen to them. The court's not going to do nothing to them. They could totally ruin your life. They could totally ruin everything that you worked hard for. Some of you guys been playing basketball, football, baseball, whatever it was since you was 2 and 3 years old. Man, working, and you willing to throw it all away for these raggedy heifers, man. It's crazy. But there was another brother on here, and he was explaining how this process worked and what they do with the attorneys and how they basically get the money out of you. And a lot of times, I believe these attorneys and these there's people behind the scenes that's coaching these women up to do this, because now this has become a hustle, right? I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of gangsters behind the scenes is coaching up a lot of these women to come out here and do this stuff to a lot of these guys, man. It's a quick lick. But check this out.
The way that this process works is normally something like this.
they get approached by someone who is accusing someone else, normally high profile. The attorney then reaches out to that individual or their representation and try to negotiate a settlement, negotiate some funds to be exchanged to make sure that this all goes away. That is the ideal situation for the attorney, because once these sums are exchanged, the attorney normally gets anywhere between 30 and 40% of those sums. The rest goes to the accuser, and really they don't have to do much work. The issue for Tony Busby is normally he's a man that works in the numbers game. And what I mean by that is that when he takes on a case, normally he tries to overwhelm it with accusers. You take the Travis Scott Astroworld lawsuit. He had, I think, over 150 clients for that. The Diddy situation. He has over 100 clients suing Diddy. Deshaun Watson, where most people were introduced to Tony Busby, he had over 20 plus accusers against Deshaun Watson. When you have so many clients and so many accusers, it's very difficult to vet them all. Is all 100 of their stories accurate? All 20, all 30, all 40 of their stories legit? Unlikely not. But it's very difficult to say when an individual has 20, 30, 40, 50 accusers that they all could be lying.
So there's so many black men that's caught up in this. We see the likes of T.I. When we see what happened with his wife's best friend, accused him of some stuff, and we found out that these things wasn't true, but there was just a whole bunch of foolishness and mess that came with that. We see the situation with Shannon Sharpe and him with this 19-year-old girl, and he lost a $100 million deal that was on the table, right? We see the situation with Deshaun Watson, right? And he has so many women accusing him, and he was on a road to superstardom, but when this situation happened, he never bounced back. He was never the same. And there's so many brothers, countless brothers out there that they've done this stuff to, man. And I tell you guys, man, you gotta open your eyes and keep your nose clean. You gotta look at what's going on, because these women know that you got a bag. When you sign a big contract, they put it all out there for the world to know. They don't keep it under wraps. You sign a 6-year, $300 million deal. Everybody knows your business. Everybody know how much money you got. So everybody's coming for you. So Mariah Mills, she went online. She said, "I warned you about trapping type of blanks as Zion Wilson, and you didn't listen to me. I know the game. F you and congrats again. The bill was too high, so you had to scrape for crumbs when you couldn't see me or I was busy." Right, man. This thing is like, and this thing is crazy because she's that comfortable, right, talking like this. I was with you last.
The bill was too high, meaning, like I said, he was already giving his broad money, to entertain himself with her. And she was accepting it. Like I said, it's a fucking bitch that OnlyFans, corn star actor, and all this other shit, sex work, But, when he stopped fucking with you, because he got other shit to go on, this is what she was posting, trying to put him on blast long before this shit now. Now, I mean, where was that smoke as far as the abuse then? That's why this lawsuit ain't going. She ain't gonna get shit off of it. But what's really doing is fucking with this man's reputation. So she knows she probably can't get this money, but what's a better way than to fuck a nigga up is to hit him in the closet.
Last week in New Orleans, and you couldn't tell me you had a random thought pregnant, and this was this is stuff after this is old stuff, that she was putting out there while he had all these other allegations. After all I've done for you, right? what she's done for him. I let you blank me so many times without a blank, and this is what you do to me, a hood rat that does CPN. You put in my life in danger. Blank.
A whore from the dark side. That's all I can see. A money grubbing, nothing as ant life body shape looking biscuit back, funny looking, look like she fucking loop de loop ass bitch. Fucking crazy, buddy.
All these hood rats raw, right? There she go. I got you. Oh my God. I got you blank in my mouth last week when we blanked. You could have told me you had another blank pregnant. How was that going to work? Moving us both into New Orleans. You think I would have found? You think I wouldn't have found out? You let that blank.
But this sound like somebody that was physically abusing her. This is coming from someone that just recently sat up here and said this man was physically abusing you, and you gonna live with him? Come on, man. These broke ass hoes be doing the most, man. They be forgetting what they be posting. Some of them. They be running so many games and lies and schemes and shit. You know, that's why I know this one ain't gonna hit the pavement. But just the fact that she wants to keep smearing his reputation. That's what's damaging even more for him for the long run.
Finesse you is why I'm angry. She 29 with an adult child already. Oh God. I know what comes with being a basketball player's girl. I know there will be other women, but I didn't expect you to get these blanks pregnant. Man, listen, she real comfortable, man, but this is his fault. Better pray I'm not pregnant too, because I'm definitely late. Y'all remember all this, right? And then she showed the pregnancy thing, but then we found out that she wasn't pregnant, right? You know, this woman has mental issues. I'm in the land of blank. See me in December, or should I say at my new condo in New Orleans. We sister wives now get with it or get lost. But I'm gonna get more always. He don't play about me when it comes to spoiling. I'm his princess. You burnt out. You a burnt out baby mom. So she was arguing. So you can clearly see a lot of these women got mental health issues, man. And you guys be just dropping your seeds in these women like crazy. Like y'all work so hard to just give it all away. So now he has a woman, a Jane Doe, that's accusing him of doing all of these horrible things to her. We don't got to know who she is. She can stay in the cut. She can ruin so many things you got going on and get $10-20 million from you and then never be heard from again. This is highway robbery, and the courts notice that they sitting by idly by doing nothing, watching this stuff happen. Watching it happen. They're allowing it to happen. We know that there's an agenda going on. So you brothers, y'all got to tighten up. Y'all, how could y'all be this stupid? How could y'all be this stupid? I don't know, man, but Zion Williamson is in trouble, man, right? And he's gonna have to give up a bag. And these lawyers, these predator lawyers, they coming right after you, man. And there's nothing there to protect you from these people. But I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this, man. There's a Jane Doe saying that since the last.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. But you know, that's what's going on. So hopefully he can get up out of that and work that out. But you brothers, y'all gotta slow down with some of these women out here. Some of these women mean good, man. They will, when they don't get their way, they will try to lie on you. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. Shout out to everybody that did in fact tune in. Appreciate you here at the Black Bottom Rodcast, where we try to bring the real. I am signing out. Like I say, every Tuesday, 8:30 Central Time is when I'm on. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. I appreciate all y'all for coming in. Definitely, it's been one. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, hit the like on the way in. If you're catching this late, hit it on the replay. Check out my other videos that I have on here. Like I said, real soon, I do plan on doing shorter videos, like pre-records, and do reactions that way too. If you want to help donate to the channel, every dollar will help. A whole bunch of ones beats a whole bunch of nuns. I'm hoping to get as much support as I can so I can help improve in this station, in this live stream, and everything else. But with that being said, I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight.